Yes.
Golurk, like guy.
Oh wait,
little...
I meant that tired.
Wait, is Golurk the little one or the big one?
Golett is the little one. Golurk is the big boy.
Little one.
Isn't that the thing you use to shape?
Well, I like the little one.
Yeah, Golett's a very cute boy.
But he is just round, man. You could push him downstairs and he'd like roll. Very funny.
Breker, it's been a while. Wouldn't you mind doing the recap for us this week? Doesn't have to be extensive. I know we didn't do a whole lot last week, but if you wanted to do any more than that, that's more than happy to oblige me. That would be great.
Last week we started in the basement of the observatory and quickly dealt with the slide that was there. Kind of decided that the upstairs busybody slot wasn't worth our time and headed on our way. We had a mutual shared dream where we were switching bodies and having a deeper connection and a deeper experience between us. We headed to a new building that appeared to be the marketplace, and we seemingly found the rampaging body of the large towering golem that we had, golem head that we had previously found. This place was a grand marketplace with like a lounging pool and all sorts of fancy stuff in there. We were able to find a compass that always points north there. We continued onwards with our large circle around the city, and we stopped at the large pit that was something about a pentacle.
Telepathic pentacle, yeah.
Some telepathic pentacle, and as we were milling about and inspecting the pit, a large multi-headed creature has emerged, and we are about to do some fisticuffs.
That is correct. And to bring you back into it once more, you all see this thing as your minds have wandered and you gained some new information about the history of the city. The pit below you. What number is this? 12, yeah. Known as, let's see, what was the herein lie the immortal remains of the telepathic pentacle. Sit, meditate, and learn. A 5-headed apparition with a very wild looking face, or 5 faces with warped like images of humanoid faces strapped onto what looks to be, your best guess is a hydra, strain at the end of thick undulating necks as this creature with claws climbs all the way up in a matter of seconds, a very deep well. And that is where we rolled initiative. Now, Chalcedony is first to act.
Really?
Yes, you rolled the highest initiative. If you would like, because it doesn't really affect the initiative too much, if you want a couple more seconds, we can allow Goldy to go first, and then you can go after that.
The only thing, I'm sorry if you can hear that fan. Can you hear the fan like that?
Yes.
Is it too loud? I'm sorry, if I don't have that fan on, I'm gonna overhear you.
It's not as bad now that you're talking, but it's pretty much just at the beginning of when you're talking. It kind of goes louder than it goes down after that.
I think it's because the Discord is the noise cancelling is got it. So
yep, it's got it.
So maybe it's okay. All right. Yeah. Can you let Goldy go first, and let me just have a quick look at what the lay of the land is.
Alrighty, let's do it.
Can I just point out that the 2 most sleepiest boys and girls in the chat are going first? That's amazing.
You shouldn't have rolled good initiative, Smile.
I'm sorry.
All right, let's see what you got, Goldy. What you got for me?
Oh God. All right. Could you give me a little refresher about what what it's actually doing? Is it just present there, or is it?
It has 5 heads that look like people instead of monsters, and it climbed the well and found you with one of those heads, and they all look at each one of you and are about to bite. What are you going to do?
Right. Okay. Cool. I'm one of the people sitting down. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna lunge at the one head that's looking at me as I rage up.
Alrighty.
And just rage up. And I'm gonna do it recklessly. And I got 18.
That is a hit. Roll your damage.
Yay! And I got 14.
14 damage. Okay.
What? Oh, my mouse needs recharging. I'm gonna do it again. Got 23.
Another hit. Roll damage.
And I got 14.
All right. 28 damage. Very nice.
I
Now,
also have a fan in the background.
as you also chop once and kind of dislodge your giant slayer hammer or axe and kind of swing it around and hit it from the other side, it's like a tree trunk just goes clean through.
Yeah.
The head flops off and it's down to 4 heads now.
I'm gonna go sit back down. Long day.
So no head.
Just
It has 4 more.
4 more. Farmer.
Farmer.
Matter.
How much damage did you do?
I did 24 in total.
24.
No, you did not.
That's
Rookie
a good-
numbers.
28 in total. 14 twice is 28.
Oh, sorry. I'm not adding the break.
Sure would be.
28.
Sure would be.
Sorry.
All right, Chalcedony, you're up.
So these heads, which is closest to me, or what am I closest to?
According to this, the heads have located each of the 5 people that participated in the ritual, and so none of the heads are currently closest to you, unless you would like to go near the one that is near Vanvalor or Breker. Those are the 2 closest ones, I believe. Or sorry, Vanvalor would be the closest one. Breker would be the next closest because Goldy just hit the other one. You and Velen are kind of watching from afar.
Goldy just hit one. Okay, then
I did some murder.
I'm gonna have to go.
You can hit the
forward.
body if you would like as well. So there's that as the 3rd option.
Oh, okay, I can hit the. Oh, okay, I didn't know you could do that.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I'll just. I don't know if I'll do it now. What will that do if I hit the body? I'll try hitting the body.
Okay, so you just take a couple steps forward, draw your swords, and go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get my thing. Hang on. To hit. Just try. I got a
Is that a crit?
Yeah.
Ooh, 30. Nice.
I crit. So it's 30. Okay. Let me
Yeah, that's
do
a crit.
my
So roll your damage twice.
damage twice.
Oh, it does it
yeah,
automatically
change-
there.
Wait, hang on. Didn't we change the thing? You changed the thing. What you need to do? I
Yeah,
rolled
but
it
we were
once.
having too much fishes with it, so we're just gonna bag it. 9 damage. Okay.
Wait, but I rolled it once.
No,
I
you
had
rolled
to
it
roll
twice. It does it
Huh?
automatically.
Oh, okay. Oh, never mind then. Okay, 9 damage.
Yep.
9 damage.
First
and
attack.
I'm gonna just attack the body and see what that does.
Yeah.
Does it do anything?
It slashes clean through this thick hide, and even though it looks like the hide is kind of mixed between like just this robes, it's like tatters kind of seem to be growing out of it. It's just very strange. It's not like dragon scales or animal hide. It's just kind of like really hardened human skin.
Okay, that sounds kind of gross. That sounds really bad.
Hard human skin. You know, that's my favorite sentence I've heard so far today.
Many leather-bound books, to put it nicer.
Oh, because it's like a lever. Okay, so but I managed to actually cut it. I cut through it.
Yes, it does
Okay.
not seem to bleed as badly here, but the necks definitely seem to be a bit weaker.
Okay, can I go for the next?
You would have to get closer to one, so you'd need to get next to Vanvalor.
Okay, let me move a couple, or however, I don't know how far it is to.
You should be able to
Vanvalor.
close the gap, no problem. So I'll say that you
Close
get
the
there.
gap, go forward to Vanvalor, and then I'm just like, okay, let me. If that was so easy, let me go for the neck. So
Alright,
let me
go
go
for
for the neck now. And I rolled a 23.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Damage. 11.
Okay. 11
So
damage.
I'm going right for the neck because I want to cut. I'm trying to cut the neck.
Yep, it definitely seems to sink in a little bit more. You're a little bit about halfway through, but you kind of have to pull your blade out as it doesn't quite cleanly get through.
So it's halfway through. Does this? Oh no, don't worry. I'm guessing it's gonna react in a minute. So I'm thinking it's this. Yeah.
You got a third hit.
So
What are you doing?
can I? Okay, I want to hit in the. I pull that sword out and then try and attempt to hit in the same place, in the same neck.
Okay, roll again.
Let me go again. Oh no. I love so good. What was it?
This time it seems to have moved, almost anticipating that that's the weak point, and kind of instinctually moves out of the way, just barely.
Okay, so I kind of I
Almost like you swing at the wound, but just with a little bit of instinct, it kind of gets into the wound again, but the wound has already been made, so the blade just slashes straight through where it once was.
No, so I kind of whiff it. Oh, I try anyway.
Very close,
and,
yeah.
And
all right.
Very close. Missed it.
That is going to do it for Cal.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, it is now the Hydra's turn, or rather, this thing is a telepathic Pentacle's turn. All right, it has 4 heads, which means I get 4 dice.
Oh no.
Hey,
Quadruple then. It's not a pentacle.
All right.
weapon.
I destroyed one, Jodie.
Skull dice is for Goldy.
Quadruple.
Red dice is for Breker.
You get the skull dice, Goldy. You better watch the fuck
Black
out.
dice is for Mesh.
Do we all get one?
And the actually, I'm gonna roll this
The
one.
most beautiful dice.
I'm gonna roll this one.
Goldie's head is,
The gold
Goldie's
dice
head
is gonna be
chopped
for Chalcedony or for Van. Van, you tell me odds or evens.
Even.
Evens it is, so it's gonna target Chalcedony. So it'll be a gold one. All right, here we go.
off. Rob,
Thanks, Daddy.
Fuck
Thanks.
yeah.
Goldie has his head
very
chopped
welcome.
off, so it would be
I do what I can.
Cari,
Not a single miss. Every one of these is over 20.
Oh, whoa, what? No.
Woo, okay, buckle up, folks.
Y'all, have you ever heard of the phrase "get fucked"? I'm sorry.
All right, I'm gonna use this dice. All right,
Oh yeah.
all right.
I'm gonna try and mute.
So
it,
that is going to be.
Oh, no.
I'm just going to do the dice will be the same for everyone. I'm not going to roll for different. Okay, so all of you are going to take 14 points of piercing damage as the heads bear fangs and bite you.
You know, this is real gross in my brain. I
And-
visualize it like very wet and moist kind of creature.
As they
and I
bite
just don't
you,
like
you
that.
hear a psionic scream in your ears, and you're going to take another 6 points of psychic damage as this just screeching connection with your mental fortitude just rips asunder, and then you fight off the heads. Now,
So, what is the piercing again? 14?
14 piercing damage and 6 psychic.
14.
Okay?
Can I have both or just the 14?
You can, if you're not resistant to anything, Mesh, it would just be the single iterance of damage. You just subtract half of the total. So the
Okay,
total is
okay.
20, so you take 10.
Okay.
But it only really matters when you half the damage, like the total. You would half the evasion first, and then you would take whatever's left. So
Yeah.
you'd have to kind of figure that out, the rest of it. All right. At the end
wait,
of the turn, the writhing mass that is in front of you, Goldy, sitting on this, whatever it's called, the bench for the 5th head, kind of wiggles and spurts just this black ichor and then you just hear this horrible like breaking of bone sound, just like, and then 2 heads pop out from where the head was severed.
Oh god.
Oh no,
Alright,
not
don't put
that
on
crap with the two
Alright.
heads, no.
Mesh,
It's
you're up.
my time, guys. It's
Mesh, you're
my
up.
time.
Okay, is anyone good with me doing the Disney Hercules thing? No?
Wait,
Okay.
please explain the Disney Hercules thing. I don't remember.
You
Rob,
can explain it on his turn. It's Mesh's
Let's start
turn.
with heads.
Okay, so how is this head right now? Is it like over the ledge, or is it like is there space under it to walk? Can I go under the head?
So this thing's body, as you can tell, came out of this large trench. But as you can tell now that it's here, its body is kind of, think of this like a trapdoor spider, if you know what that is. The legs can kind of condense down, as can the heads, and then once it gets up there, it just fans out, and now its body is about the size of the hole, and the legs are all around you.
I really
Okay.
don't like this one.
I know.
It
It gives me a certain kind of pleasure.
I am going to go for the eyes. So this would be a called shot? Question mark.
Okay, if you would like to go for the eyes to inflict a blindness, you will need to roll with disadvantage and take a -2.
Okay, so with Blackie's advantage, I said a straight roll -2.
So if you would like to do a called shot, Mesh, you cannot negate the disadvantage in any way.
Okay, so it has to be a disadvantage.
Correct.
All right.
And because this thing is massive and has a lot of verticality to it, that's the only reason I'm also adding a -2 to the roll.
Right, that's fine.
Okay.
Can I
But
get
here's the thing, Mesh. You can, if you do hit this target, instead of your sneak attack damage, I will let you inflict the blind condition on that head.
Okay. The other question, on my second attack, can I still get advantage as a normal attack? Or,
Why would you, with Blackie?
yeah.
I would allow that. Yeah, if it's not a called shot, sure.
Yeah, okay. So first is a call shot, second is not.
Okay.
Okay, disadvantage. Failed. That's a 2 and a 3.
Oh God. Okay, yeah.
Jesus.
It's just, it's like you're trying to whip a piercing object into slashing to try to hit 2 eyes. You kind of probably managed to nick one of them, but it just doesn't quite connect where you want to. And it kind of hits underneath the eye line of one of the eyes. And you notice that the other head is kind of watching as you're attacking. And so it like has this intuition when it's not able to watch to kind of move and benefit from the other head.
Okay. Then second attack, I just go under and try to slash the neck.
All right. Gonna get right under that.
And this is advantage with Blackie.
Correct.
So that should hit. What's my plus? That's a +9, so 17 to hit.
That is a hit. You can roll your damage. And this will be sneak attack because you had advantage on the roll.
Yes. I should get advantage either way because Black is on me. I mean, yeah, sneak attack anyway because Black is next with me. Right? Or is that something we changed? I forget. I don't know that.
Black is giving you the help action, so that's how we're giving you advantage here.
It's 5. This would be the non-ice dagger because my first attack is usually the ice dagger. Not this, a D4.
You are attacking the head, so yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's a really good roll.
Oh yeah? What'd you get?
6, 6, 4, 2, 4. 6, 6, 4, 2, 4. 8 plus 12, 20, 21.
21 damage. Yeah, you sink this thing. It almost looks like the dagger is stuck for a brief moment as you just like hit it in there, and as you fall down you let go of the dagger and shift your weight to grab it 4 hands down to pull it out, and you fall down after you get like a quick lob. It's almost like Blackie kind of gives you this little bit of leverage to kind of run up the side of it. All right, turn is over.
No, 1 sec. If the blade is lodged in, I'm gonna do something funky. Action surge with the blade lodged in. Grab the blade Chidori electric shock through it.
Okay, so you're gonna use that.
Action surge.
What's
to
the spell
use,
again?
Shocking grasp.
Shocking grasp. Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so that's oh, that's a definite hit. 18 plus 5, 23.
Okay, give me the damage. Very nice.
2d8. 5 and a 7, 12.
All right, that
12
is
damage.
enough. As you manage to get through this, and as you kind of basically do a quick couple of shinobi signs, and then grab the dagger on your way down, you notice that it just takes the head and goes and pops it, just completely clean out, using the dagger as a lightning rod. And then the dagger comes clean, and you kind of whisk it, flick it out, and then toss it over your head as you kind of land, grabbing both of your daggers with a head fresh out.
Oh, and you can't take reactions until the next turn.
Ooh, that's very good. All right, well, that'll potentially come into play then. Let's go to Van.
Hello.
Girl, you up?
Hi, how are you? How you doing? I cannot have roll 20 open.
Yeah.
Or not roll. Yeah, roll 20 open.
Okay, that's fine.
Because it's chunking my computer.
Yeah.
So, can I put a 20-foot radius sphere around this in a way where it doesn't hit anyone else?
Great question.
Even if
Let
it's
me
up
just
in the
double
air.
check this. If
The
you are
range on it is
aiming upwards
120
and you have the
feet.
capability with the spell to select a point in space, then yes, you can hit just the heads and the necks, pretty much.
Sweet.
This thing is a
gravity
chunky
sinkhole,
boy. Very, very big thing.
5d10. Yeah, so gravity sinkhole, Constitution 17 save.
All right. Constitution.
I'm gonna roll for that.
Does this have any secondary effects like stunning or deafening or something like that? Or is this
The
just
secondary
the pull?
effect of me re-rolling many of my dice.
It does pulls it, right?
Pulls it to the space above it, so
Okay.
probably 20 feet or 15 feet up.
Oh, that's a 1 on my good die. Okay. No, that's a fail.
1 sec. I need to see what this says because I rolled like 2 1s and 2 2s. I just need to see how many. Up to 5 of the dice, so I'm probably gonna re-roll all of those.
You have a 4 on
And
one
one
of the
sorcery
d10s,
point.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably keep the 4 and re-roll the other.
What was the last die? I can't see it at where I'm at. You got 3 2s, a 4, and what was the last one?
1.
Do you want
and
me to
a 1,
roll the
I think.
d10s for you, or do you want to roll them in there?
I can roll.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna re-roll 4 of them because it's 5.
So 4d10 plus 4.
Better.
Wow, okay. So 29 points of...
29.
What's the damage? Force damage, I think?
Sorry, couldn't you?
29 points of force damage, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would assume.
Okay.
It might be thunder. Let me check real quick.
It's gravity sinkhole. It's probably force or psychic.
It's force damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Force
yeah,
damage.
you end up seeing this thing kind of like... how would you cast a spell? Like when you're pointing at the space that you want it to go or aiming, and then you're using your gravity sinkhole. What does that look like, Van?
I would turn, like the violin just towards that direction, turn myself towards that direction, because the point of the violin points that way, just for fun. And hit a sick-ass chord. Multiple strings or whatever. I don't know. I don't play a fucking instrument.
Okay, so you kind of like point the end of the, as you kind of hold it there, you're pointing where the chord or your fingers would be on that, not the bow. And then you kind of just drag the bow down to kind of get it a nice vibrato. And then as you lift the string, you kind of just like take a bow, and this little pinprick of light takes form above this thing, and then you take your bowstring and you just kind of do a conductor's downbeat to kind of finish the song, and then kind of do one of these, and then the thing just opens, and then it implodes as this thing, you guys can see it radiating off of the ground, trying to resist, and then you can hear this horrible scraping of claws on the stone ground of the necropolis as it goes against the gravity that is now rebalanced from the center of the city, and then crushes part of the skulls of each of the heads, and then it gets leveled back on the ground. Devii.
Okay, I'm sitting on the bench, and then it starts to rise, and everyone jumps to attack. I am leaping back over the bench, grabbing one of those fireballs from my necklace. I'm gonna do one of the 4th level ones, and I'm gonna chuck it so that it gets as many of the heads as possible. I'm backing up as well. But I want to throw it before I back up. So first of all, I'd like to not get my friends in the fireball.
Right.
Get as many heads as possible.
So you're just aiming for where the gravity sinkhole was just like crushed. Yes. You're like, okay, my turn now that thing's gone.
Yes. And
kind of finicking with the thing, probably a little bit of panic, just like, where the fuck is that bead?
Like, is it stuck when you need it to not be? It's like the seatbelt, like it's stuck.
Yeah, it's the seatbelt stuck. Like, which robe is it in?
Not here, ouch!
Oh, it's in my scarf, fuck. Because you got all the layers, because it's so cold, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I just need one, I don't need all of them. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true, because you're like dexterity with your fingers. Like,
I imagine you probably even just drop it for a second. Oh shit, oh shit. Just gonna like throw it out there like it's a hot grenade.
Okay, they need to make a dex 15 save.
I failed.
Yay!
Got a 7.
Okay. That is going to be 9d6.
All right, roll it.
Oh.
No, 96 damage. Oh, joking. That would be nice.
Very funny.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
9.
9.
Never fireball will get you. Okay, so 9. 4.
Stop being stinky.
Smelly cat.
1.
Oh, sorry. When Vanvalor hit one of the hit the Hydra, even though it crushed a good chunk of each of the heads, one of the heads gets detonated again. Just kind of like gets crushed completely.
Here. 6 plus.
You hear me under my breath say, "Oh, it's a swish and a flick."
Yeah, it's the switch and the.
Yeah, you do the swish and the flick, then you do the bow, then you do the bend and the snap. Oh no.
9. Aww. 28 damage.
Good old Legally Blonde. All right, 28 damage. Yeah, Devii. Devii definitely falls up. You said 28, Care?
Yes.
28 is enough. Another head is missing as the cinders seem to have caught fire on one of the ones with longer hair, just kind of like just doing one of these things, and then there's just nothing left. It's like a stump.
I have no sympathy for this thing.
No.
I do not care.
Justly so.
How do I get rid of the charges on? You know what? I'll do that later. Okay, so now I would like to back up and get 30 feet away from this dude. And then I'll just write that down in my memory.
So you're backing up?
Yes.
Okay. Unfortunately for you, the heads get a reaction despite the Jodie that was happened. There are 3 heads left, and one of them can reach all the way around after seeing this. Kind of reach over the other 3 stumps and bite you.
Nope.
Cutting words on that.
Okay, roll your cutting words. It might miss.
-5.
Does the 13 hit you, Devii?
No.
All right, that is enough. So mark off the cutting words.
Vanvalor smacks the head. And as my bonus action,
Can I just
I was
pierce it with a little bit with the bad bowstring? Like, ugh. Ooh.
Wait, were you doing an opportunity attack?
That is correct. Because the head
don't
that
get
you,
them bugs.
the head, yes,
You don't
it
get
does.
them
It still gets
Reactions.
it. Still gets a reaction. Yep.
Oh.
It
Yeah,
gets
I
a,
tried to remind him.
just so that you know, Mesh, it gets a reaction for every head.
Separate
And you deleted one of
reactions,
them, so it didn't get a reaction anyways.
Well, I shall cast spiritual weapon at 2nd level.
So, Cari, you cannot cast that spell this turn because you've already cast Fireball using an item.
But it's not for my own.
It is
it's
still
like,
a spell.
It was imbued by somebody else, and all I did was rip it off my neck. Okay, fine.
Don't shoot the messenger. I am the arbiter of the rules. Thank you very much.
And I just take a stand.
You can flip it off as a bonus action if you like.
That'll do.
All right. Chalcedony, you're on deck after Breker, but Velen's going to go first. So Velen is just going to say, this is about as rancid as I will get out, but equally as fascinating. Please go away. And you see her hand kind of rise up, and a green sickly one kind of emerges out of it and rushes towards one of the necks as she tries to choke it with a chill touch. And she will hit with a 22 to hit. I'm just gonna roll it here on D&D Beyond for 6 points of necrotic damage. Oof. But it's actually, does she have? Oh no, I'm thinking every time I cast a spell, I think it's Toll the Dead. Chill touch. Cannot regain hit points until the start of its next turn. So she'll say, it didn't do a lot, but it can't heal right now. So get after it. And with that, Breker, you're up.
Go, Breker.
Might be a little boring, but I'm just going to try to charge my trident and then smack it twice.
Give me the damage. Or the hit, rather.
15 to hit.
That is just enough to hit this thing. Messenger has died.
And I will smite as well.
All right. Just give me the total damage.
26.
26. One of the heads completely sawn asunder. Basically, it takes this piercing damage. The jaw kind of dislocates a little bit, and then the pulse of divine energy just ruptures it from existence. 26 points of damage. Very nice.
The second attack was an 11, so I'm guessing it misses.
It is definitely a miss.
How many heads does it have left?
I'm using the red counter so
7.
that you can see how many heads are remaining. Breker, anything else?
No, that'll be it.
All right. We back to the top of the order. Chalcedony.
Okay.
Hello.
Excuse me.
You said the counter is okay. 2 heads.
Yes, there is one head by Devii, and there's another by Goldy. Sorry, both of the heads are the ones from Goldy, actually. There are 2 heads by Goldy that are from the same space stock.
Could you just tell me how big this body is? Can I move
It
around?
is massive. It is bigger than a building.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Just think of like how small you are in comparison to the buildings on that photo, and then
Oh. Okay. So, how would I have enough movement to move around to over there to the
If you were
heads,
going
or-
to intend to get to the heads, you would probably not make it.
Oh,
It would
no.
be just outside of the reach.
Just outside the range. What about if I used the dash? If I take
If you
the
used your
dash
action to dash, yeah, I'd allow it.
Okay, so if I'm gonna use dash, and dash adds, what does it add? It like
Doubles your speed.
It doubles it. My speed is 45, so I have 90. 90 foot
Oh, yeah.
in order to get.
Actually, you know
To
what?
get
You
around.
have 45. You got faster base movement speed. I think 45 will get you there. 30 won't, but 45 will. So you don't
Oh,
actually have
okay,
to dash
40.
to get there. Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a countryside stroll over to the
Sure.
other heads.
A little satyr gallop to get over there. A nice trot.
Yeah. So, and then I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go for the.
Give
whichever
a
head
nice
I come to
scissors cut.
first.
Just one of those.
Yeah, are
Little off
these
the
heads
top.
like these heads? Those heads are being attacked already, or
Yeah, both of them
I'm-
grew heads and necks after Goldy ruptured it.
no. Those are the ones that grew back.
Mhm.
I'll try.
I have no regrets.
I'm gonna try to hit it. Oh no! My hit was bad.
That's a hit.
That's 16. Oh, 16 still hits.
That's still a hit. Yep.
Okay. Let me roll damage.
The bigger the thing, the easier it is to hit.
Oh no! But damage was
7. Okay.
7.
All right, give me another attack roll. We're just gonna go real fast. So we'll do all your attacks and then
Okay.
we'll do the results after.
No!
That's a miss.
11.
One more.
I never miss.
Unless you want to do something with your bonus action that's not attack it, but that's up to your.
My bonus action.
Sing it a song, yeah.
No, that's not one of my actions.
This is the song of my people.
I can do Commander Strike. I can rally. Commander
Seduce it.
Strike. That's not a. Well, maybe that's a bonus. Maybe that's an extra action I can do. I don't know.
And cry is a free action.
Crying, laughing.
Commander Strike would have to forego attack. I wouldn't use the attack, so I can't do that.
Toad, I'm gonna kick your ass. On mute.
You can action surge.
Can I action surge? I was
Is that
just
a
gonna say
threat,
that. Can I-
Dylan?
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we have a little bit of a
We have a cat situation here.
Cat situation here.
You're trying to get in the dirt.
We have a catchiation.
Stinky ass full bit.
I'm gonna use action surge
Okay, mark it off.
and do one additional attack. Let's go.
All right, you got 3 attacks left if you do that.
Can I just do them all in one thing?
Yeah.
Like 3 hit three,
Yeah.
roll the dolphin.
Yeah.
Roll
Sure
the
can.
dice 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know how. Oh, maybe I can't.
Just do an
it.
attack and then damage, and attack and then damage, and attack and then damage. Just do it that way.
We're doing an attack,
Attack.
doing some damage.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Damage roll.
Sorry, one sec. Storage. It's a 5.
11.
Oh, no.
Wow. Okay.
11. One more.
That's a
what's
hit.
the total?
Roll damage.
I can't see the totals. Damage. 7 again.
7
I guess.
again.
And one more.
So 14 plus 11 is 24.
One more is, I guess that is actually.
That's definitely a
right?
hit and roll damage.
Damage. I can't see what it is on the. Why is it not
It is
showing me the
9.
rolls?
That is
9.
enough. You do manage to kind of just death by 1,000 cuts, just kind of go. Shoo, shoo, shoo,
So,
shoo,
yeah,
shoo.
basically.
It's like
I'm
Inosuke
hacking
from
at
Demon
it.
Slayer. He's just kind of like
Cows over here.
Yeah.
Just spinning. Just like
just sawing. Like
I'm
they're not
hacking- I'm
serrated
hacking.
blades, so it takes a little longer.
Yeah.
My blades are not serrated, so I'm hacking. I'm
Be proud.
It's like trying to cut
It's
bread
actually-
with a flat knife. Like, this is not easy.
yeah, but do I manage to do it?
You
That's the
do. There is
question.
1 head remaining. Goldy,
One head remaining.
it is your turn.
Me?
Yes. Last
sorry,
I
I
checked, your
thought you
name's
said-
Goldy. Yes.
Sorry, I did Jodie was talking. I was like, okay, still Jodie. Cool. Right.
This is end of tournament.
get ahead.
Everybody's standing up. Finish him.
Yeah. Also, fun fact: even though I hit Goldy already, I should have rolled again to see if I crit him because I had technically had advantage to attack him last time. That's
Still
all
gonna
right.
do it.
I already did it.
Okay,
Can
cool.
I didn't get
can
a 20.
I chair Goldie? Can
Okay,
I
cool.
chair him?
Alright,
Good
I'm
going,
gonna be a little reckless here.
You just see these like flailing bits with no heads, just kind of like this, and then there's 1 head left. There's like,
I might even hit the extra neck bit. 22.
that's a hit. Roll damage.
Ooh, what's the damage? It is 19.
Okay. 19 total.
Yeah. Is that enough?
Let me
Can I do
check.
it again?
Hang
Oh wait,
on.
I had to mute myself.
Roll an attack roll one more time. Just while I'm doing this, in case it's not.
Crit.
You crit?
Crit. I crit.
How do you want to do this?
Let's go.
So I'm ready to go for another one. I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna do the Hercules thing, but the other necks are just sweating so damn much. Like some are even just like banging me in the head, not actually hurting me, just like it's an annoying pest, like bam, bam, bam. Like, so I'm just trying to swing them out of the way, and while I'm doing it, I accidentally cut off the real head. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. All right, I'm done, I guess.
And as you turn around,
It's an
Debbie's
accidental
fireball
kill.
explodes behind you. You just put some like sunglasses on.
Yeah, you just see this thing basically like gets
I
this
scratched my head and confused it.
detonation of magic as it rises. The second it hits, you just get another detonation in the same place. And then you see these just like sink from like on opposite sides. You see two bursts of light as both Mesh and Breker detonate heads off simultaneously with their Jodie blast and like the divine smite from the trident. And then you see on the other side Chalcedony just like, ah! just like cutting the thing so much. And then Goldy kind of just goes, and you just see the head just go, and like just hits something, sound like a basketball that just been deflated, just hollowly hits the ground.
Three. No. Cricket. Four.
And you see the claws kind of just take it down. As the claws kind of claw down, it's like the nails on the chalkboard as the thing just falls to the bottom of the pit. And you hear Velen shout, Meshadieme, Song of Summer, salute our fallen comrade. Good day,
Well,
sir.
hang on, that thing wasn't our comrade.
And
Why are
it
we
just
slewing
falls
it?
down.
07's in chat.
Yeah, 07's in chat. It is
That
dead.
thing was an enemy, not a
All right.
comrade.
Now, I know the combat is over. We're going to take a quick break, but I would like my players to please roll initiative once more. For when we get to the next initiative combat, it will already be rolled.
Okay.
And Goldy, congratulations on your first Hydra.
What'd you roll, Mesh?
Natural 20 on the initiative.
Me
It's a
too.
29.
Amazing.
29.
Oh, okay. I also got a crit, but it's 21.
Amazing.
Do we still enter
Get
them
wrecked.
on roll 20? On roll 20?
Yes, please enter it on roll 20. I'm leaving it up on purpose.
There we go. Mesh, I'm perfectly happy with you going in front of me.
Can someone put in 4 to the initiative before? I don't want to open my roll
Sure, I can
20
do that.
tab, or I'm gonna
I can't edit.
crush my
I
computer.
got it.
Because I rolled
my-
a nat 1 on my initiative.
Ooh, Velen rolled very well for the next initiative.
Oh, wow.
I rolled a natural 17.
She went from an 8 to an 18.
See here, I thought you were about to say sweet 16.
All right, as this thing closes down to the bottom and falls to the ground, you do not hear any more psychic sounds as the Hydra, or rather the remnants of the pentacle, die. Jokes aside, with Velen and all of you breathing heavily,
Yeah.
you look around and you see the tower that you have assumed to be this tower of divination with the chunk missing from the top is nearby. And just along that same sight line, you can also see a large grove beyond your sight. And you can hear this just kind of swing of the leaves just off in the distance. But despite hearing the branches and the leaves shuddering with wind, you do not feel any. With that, we're going to take a break.
That looks good, Mesh.
We'll see you guys in 5 minutes.
I need a bathroom break. I'll be back.
Rob, are you standing up?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Noise
stand up.
suppression.
Time to stand and do our stretches.
Before we start again, I have a question. So.
If I'm going to change this noise suppression to see if it works any better.
To the side.
Is that better? If I do that? Because it's like you can change. Can you hear it?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Is the noise suppression suppressing that fan?
Yeah, I'm not hearing the fan yet.
But it's on.
Cari, my hair is doing it today. You see this shit?
Yeah, your hair's looking nice.
When I speak,
It's there's so much. There's
Yeah.
so much, man.
I don't have the so much problem, but I have floof that makes it look like there's a lot. But my hair's being healthy recently.
I changed the.
I need to get a haircut.
Or maybe it's suppressing it completely.
I need to trim these bangs again.
Is it completely suppressed?
Cari, there's a
Yeah,
weirdo
sounds
behind
good.
you.
Sounds good.
There's
I
some
know,
freak.
right?
Oh, okay, good. I
the fuck is
changed
that?
it
What
to
I
the.
did today, I put up a bookshelf. Rob helped.
Oh, did
Nice,
you?
nice.
He helped me with all the things that my fingers were too weak. Very little. I
nice.
did most of it.
Mostly the lift,
Yeah.
Cool.
lifting.
With your weak little baby fingers.
Yes, I have the weakest hands in the world. And I wish I was exaggerating. I'm probably not exaggerating, but they're very weak. For the average
Need,
woman my
need
age,
Rob to ring doorbells for you.
yeah.
I hear the fan. I hear the fan sometimes. Yes, now it's fine. No more fan. Yeah, because I turned on this. Like, you go into the settings, you can change it to like. Is this crisp? Is this thing called? You can change it to crisp, and I guess
Yeah.
that just takes it out completely.
Yeah, crisp is neat, but also annoying sometimes.
All right, I'll just have it on when I just have this fan then.
I haven't been able to figure out how to get Discord to not cut out all of my whistling. Sometimes it's pertinent,
Oh, yeah. That. I
but
don't think we ever hear that.
no. I had to send it in a group because Mesh didn't believe that I could whistle really well.
Wait,
And
what?
so I
When
had
was
to
that?
months ago.
You randomly whistled on the stream before, so like, I know your whistling capabilities.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Now I
this is-
remember.
yeah,
Now I remember, yeah.
I can't lift a feather? Well, maybe not.
It's
I
a
can
dumb
hear the
special
fan.
skill, but it sure as fuck is a special
Yeah,
skill.
what's an example of like things that I can't do with my hands? That sounds. Not gonna go creepy on that.
That does not sound good. That
We're
way you
not
phrase that, Cari.
We're not gonna go creepy. Oh,
Pick up a needle. I don't know what's delicate. And...
what is the one thing where I had a really hard time playing violin actually because you have to keep your fingers curled, and when you stretch, like this part of my hand, I had a really hard time playing notes.
Can you peel an orange?
I can actually, but that's
Wow.
because I have super strong nails
There it is.
in contrast to my super weak hand.
So Rob, I have a question.
I might have an answer for you.
Next time I have the option to take a feat, if I take meta magic, can I take meta magic again and get 2 more sorcery points? Is that
It won't let
allowed,
you.
or is that okay?
Yeah, meta magic is
The only way to get more meta magic is to multi-class sorcerer 2 levels.
Right. I was just wondering.
Yeah, good question though. Not because I won't allow you, but because literally the game won't let you.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't let you choose that feat twice. Some of the feats like so there's one
I guess I'm
called
thinking
Elemental
Pathfinder.
Adept where you can get a certain element you'll have where no monster can have resistances against you anymore, but it doesn't penetrate through immunities. That one you can take multiple times. It also has something to do with like allowing you rerolls on the damage dice. But also,
See, I was thinking.
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was thinking about Pathfinder where you need where you get a feat and then that feat unlocks your ability to either it's a prerequisite for other ones.
Yeah, there's more
For you to
feats
have,
like that.
Like a skill tree.
There's more feats that are coming in the next iteration of the game. So by December, they're gonna do more of those for the next iteration of the game. Some of them are gonna be like class prereqs. Some of them now are class prereqs. Some of them are like you have to be able to cast magic to have that feat to begin with.
Yeah.
Other feats are like you have
What is
to.
coming?
I think so.
You have to be proficient with a certain armor. Some of the feats will give you that proficiency. Some of them won't. You know. What was the other one? Oh yeah, there's a whole slew of feats that are just for certain races. So like for kobolds and dragonborn, They have a feat that if they're a certain level and they're a dragonborn or a kobold, they can just get wings.
I have seen that one, yeah.
Elves get this certain thing that is like ridiculous. They just get advantage on like certain rolls whenever they want, like once a turn. It's so stupid. It's called elven accuracy. It's really, really broken. Like besides Sentinel and Lucky and maybe Warcaster, I think that's probably the next most broken one. There's one that ASMRs get as well, Breker, if you haven't looked into that. The ASMRs have one where they're like they have resistance to spells. Like they literally just can get advantage if somebody casts a spell against them. It's really broken.
The Wood Elf one is also pretty good. You get like 3 spells.
Which one?
Wood Elf magic. You get Pass Without a Trace and Long Strider.
That's not that good because you can only cast them once a day. And they don't add it to your spell list. Yeah, it's not that powerful. You're better off just multi-classing in a wizard one level than taking the feat. All right, is everyone back? Cal and Goldy, you guys good to go?
I'm here.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, I will read you what's coming up along the horizon, and we will get started.
Excuse me.
The tower nearby that you have written on the map as the designation of Divination Tower. Looks like there is large gash in the roof that allows you to see a little bit of what looks to be an icicle festooned roof on the top of a great ice cavern. Oh, I'm sorry. That does not sound like a tower, does it? Sorry. Oh, here we go. This is much better. All right, so this tower has what looks to be like thin walls, more so than the other ones, but has like intricate designs of hands and eyes on the outside. The high window has silver light flickering, and a large carved eye animates and blinks at the top of the tower.
I was gonna say,
part of the roof is
eyeball?
missing.
Right here?
Yes, it is, Cari. Yes, it is.
Okay. I was like, that looks like an eyeball.
Yeah, and then the kind of forested area, as you guys get closer to this, I can read to you, so you guys can make a decision which one you want to interact with. A canopy of golden leaves crowns all of the trees inside what looks to be a sunken basin. The trees grow in stark contrast to the bleak surroundings. And as I said before the break, the branches sway and rustle despite the air being deathly still.
Side note, I've done second win and maxed out my health again.
Hey.
Fair enough.
Have I been deleted?
Maybe you
Bye
did it
bye.
when you were
You might have
trying to
deleted
delete
yourself
your-
when you deleted something else. You probably had yourself selected,
Yeah.
Cari.
The red stuff you might have deleted.
Let me.
So as you guys draw near this tower here, Cari, do you need to draw it out? Or do you want me to do it?
I can only see Yaz's token.
I can see Devi's
Oh,
token
players
clear
up
as
here. I
day.
see it. Sorry, I found players.
You can also go to the search bar in the journal and just type it in.
I need to be a little smaller.
How do I make myself smaller?
Already did.
Yay.
All right. Yeah, you guys drawing it close to the tower. Which would you like to interact with? Would you like to check out the tower, or would you like to go towards the next area? Velen is also asking you these questions.
I'm looking at the top of the tower. Are we sure this is the roof that was in the other building? Can we figure that out?
No, this isn't the roof.
Now that you're like close to the tower, I won't say that you can get a check to see that because it's just preposterous, really, to kind of make that. But if it does seem like a reasonable solution.
Wait,
Okay.
are you talking about roof on a different building?
So the telescope building had a roof blown into it that had this the one of the words we were looking for. So if this is that building, we don't need to go in because we have the words already.
I see what you're saying. I guess I missed the part about it having a piece broken off then.
If I look at the other one, the conjuration one from here, can I make out the top of the tower from there? Is that intact? This one?
I'm gonna say no. That's like you have like
Too far?
Yeah.
Too far?
It's like a 400-foot perception. No. You'd have to roll like a nat 20 twice with disadvantage to get that kind of info. Unless you want to get over there.
That upset Goldy a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Goldy.
Sure.
There.
So, what are we doing, guys? Are we going up to check, confirm this is not the one?
Where's
I
the
would like to confirm, simply because I really need to find a diamond, and just in case there's a diamond up
It's
in
back
here.
clouds.
Fair,
I'm hoping.
fair reason to go in. Okay. Inspecting for traps, doorway, etc.
The door of this tower does not seem to be present. There is just an open causeway. And you can clearly see the inside and the staircase to climb. Your
Okay.
best guess, Devii, because of your high perception and all of your guesses that this is correctly the Tower of Divination, is that if the tower was divination magic, they would have seen you coming in the future. So
True.
they probably don't have any need of a door.
That's true. That makes sense.
Also, the eyeball outside might be another possible security measure, but you're not sure.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It's got a star on it too.
Yeah. Although it looks
I know
more
because
like eyelashes than a
zoomed
star.
in really close because I wanted to draw eyelashes on it.
Yeah.
And then I saw that it was
Amazing.
a star.
All right, so as you guys go in, begin to climb the staircase, inspect for traps. What'd you get?
Advantage or no?
No, because you have to go up
No.
a bunch of stairs, and you'd probably bonk your head before you could inspect. I'd say, like, again, if it's only like one small thing, then yeah, you're gonna get advantage. Large area now.
28.
Yeah.
Either way.
You have no reason to be trapped in this area. With that kind of perception, you have or investigation. Sorry, you don't have any. There's nothing that's gonna sneak up on you here. But as you look through, again, another doorway at the top. Silver light flickering all the way up the stairs. You can kind of see the light getting stronger. There is large gashes in the roof. And it's dark despite when the light is flickered off versus when it's on. But you can see the icicles are festooned in the roof. And it kind of just looks like an ice cavern. A little odd. But the silver light emanates from a 3-foot diameter, very big glass orb that's situated atop a 2-foot high cylindrical stone. So again, it's like a cylindrical stone that has another glass orb above it. Cylindrical stone plinth in the center of a 30-foot room, similar to all of the towers. You know, it's 30 foot across diameter. There's rubble everywhere in the circular chamber, and there are eyeballs that drift inside of the orb in the center, just kind of like a fishbowl filled with eyes. And some of the eyes, as you kind of, even before you get close enough to really see it from the doorway, you can even see that some of the eyes have cataracts on them, and others are like bloodshot, and others look like they're filled with blood. But all of them spin when you walk in the door to look at you.
Spin you right round.
Is detect thoughts picking up anything inside the room or in the eyeballs or on the eyeballs?
Is there... You said we were looking up to the icicles above, right? So there's no roof?
There is a roof, but there are huge chunks of the wall that seem to be broken off here too. So, like, part of the roof and one of the side walls are blown off.
Breker is looking for where the like a part of the 8-piece puzzle is.
Give me a perception check or investigation, your choice. And
23,
also,
natural 20.
amazing. I'm gonna give you this one for free then. So I'm gonna give you the natural 20 will give you success on the next subsequent religion check. But I would like the rest of you that are trained in religion can roll a religion check.
How trained? All the way?
Shut your bard ass up. You gotta be trained.
Can't be half.
For this check, I'll allow bard check.
Whatever.
But only because Breker already succeeded.
Oh, I rolled really low.
You only need a 10 to succeed on this one. Very low.
15.
Okay. What'd you get? Dallan?
What?
What'd you get?
18.
Okay, yeah, you succeed. All right. So, Breker, to answer, or sorry, all the way back to Mesh. Mesh, to succeed on what you're asking, there's nothing that is registering as something that you can interact with mentally here. Okay. Another thing is that traditionally, the majority of these have been on a wall that has been relatively central to the design of the chamber, or on the central section of the roof or design patterns in the roof. And I will say this, with a natural 20, you can find a quotation mark and a period on the far side of the wall right next to where the section of the wall seems to be blown off.
Okay.
So it is reasonable to assume what you can from that. And the religion check is when you look at the crystal ball filled with eyes is actually a symbol of the god of divination by the name of Savras, Savras. And there's also a draconic script on the circular stone plinth that, as per protocol, I will translate with your orb friend, Professor Scott. Ask, and we shall find.
Is that what it says on the plinth?
Yes, and
in
draconic it says ask and we shall find. So it is using the plural sense that on purpose, it seems.
I'm gonna go up to it and say, hey, can you find me some diamonds? Diamond dust, preferably.
As you ask the question, Devii, the eyes are trained on you, but nothing happens.
Scan, can you ask the question for me in Draconic?
There must be some sort of interaction that you must do in order to get the question to be answered.
Touch it?
Let's see here. To use the orb, perhaps you must place a hand, both hands onto the glass piece and speak the name of an object or a person that you're seeking.
Then I shall do that. I'll put both.
For diamonds?
I need diamonds. I need to cast Greater Restoration.
Wait, how many times are we able to do this thing? Is it limited? It is limited.
I don't know.
Has everything else here been limited?
Every single member of our party at this point.
Let's just take what we can get. Run away as fast as we can.
I'm fine.
Everything here has extracted a cost on us. Like, we just came from the park where we had to sink 80 hit points in it to get our pets.
I do not care. We need. I needed to cast Greater Restoration on the
have
majority
a
of
diamond.
the party. For
What are you chirping about?
I only have half the amount. I have a diamond to cast Resurrection, and then I have half a diamond. I need 50 more GP worth of diamond in order to cast Greater Restoration. I do not have enough.
Breker just like pulls out this yellow diamond pendant that's worth 500 gold and says, "Is
We
the
already talked about that because I've looked into that. I don't remember. Rob, did we talk about that?
That is a very specific thing that I cannot be responsible for knowing about. Because I give you loot and you have to figure it out after that. It is
Well,
gone
it
from
is
my
a
mind.
loot that you gave us a while ago, and I've considered
Does
it
not
as
matter,
well as...
Cari. If I give you anything as loot, I literally forget it the second I tell you. That's why you're supposed to write it down.
Okay, I thought I had asked you about it once before, but it is
Don't fucking
500
remember.
Okay. Because I might be able to use that. Let me look at Greater Restoration. Either way, I'm still asking for diamond, because I need to cast
Who are you
Okay.
restoring?
I want
So,
my
Cari.
diamonds.
You put both hands on the eyeballs.
Yes.
What do you say specifically?
Diamond, how much do I need?
Diamonds are forever.
And ask for more than you need because, like, you don't know how many.
If you would like some help, your wisdom is higher than maybe Cari's wisdom, so I would allow a wisdom insight check if you'd
Okay.
like. You can maybe
One
get a
sec,
little bit of a hint.
I thought
Can I
had
divine sense to try to see if this is just evil?
Sure, yeah. This doesn't cost you anything, right? This is like a separate resource altogether.
I have like 6 divine senses. I
Yeah,
never
yeah.
run out.
So, it does have a very small tinge of undeath to it, but it seems like it would be less of undeath and more of like necromantic magic to keep the eyes from spoiling. Like, think of it more of like in magic terms, this would be like a magic's version of formaldehyde. But your strength of this is not coming from the eyes. It's more of like the preservative of the water that they're floating in.
I guess my question then would be, is that diamond, Rob, that yellow diamond that is in our thing is worth 500 GP of gold.
Okay.
I need 100 GP of gold to cast Greater Restoration. Diamond dust. I don't know if you're gonna make me grind the diamonds or not.
Only because you have a jeweler, yes.
What?
Only because you guys have a jeweler, yes, I
Okay.
will.
Yay, Jodie.
Can I use that diamond? That yellow diamond from the thing?
If it does
'Cause
not, if the spell does not discern that you have to have a certain kind of color of diamond, then it doesn't matter what color the diamond is.
I remember why I didn't choose to use that chef. It's because it's a gemstone of element. It's not just a yellow diamond, it's got an elemental in it.
Don't.
Where can I see it?
One of them was like an earth elemental, I think. A long
Yeah,
time
it's
ago,
a-
maybe.
It's an earth elemental, and that's
It has,
why.
I told you at the time that it has a worth if you were managed to get the elemental used out of it. You could use the diamond for something later. I think that
Yeah.
might be what you're referring to.
Can I take a look at this thing to try and see if I can figure out how it works? Just
So
what it does and what it'll cost before we use it, if I can discern that in any way.
oh, here we go. I found
The
written.
Eyeball jar.
You would, the eyeball jar, not the gem.
Yeah, not the gem.
So I have written down golden pendant with yellow diamond gem, and then it's an elemental gem that is the yellow diamond. So that's why we didn't use it. In that case, I'm going to be asking for 600 GP worth of diamond dust, please.
600 GP worth of diamond dust?
600 gold pieces worth of diamond dust, so that I can cast it several times.
Okay.
I think this thing is just gonna tell us, like, this is just gonna be scrying for it. We also have scrying scrolls. We could just do it, 'cause
But
that's
it's free.
divination.
Might as well, please just give me 600 GP of diamond dust because I need to cast Greater
Devii, are you waiting
Restoration.
for Vanvalor to check out how this
No.
works? Okay. then I'll do this in order of operations, Van, because you're going to try to inspect it while she just puts her hands on it and says something out loud. 600 gold, diamond dust, where is it? Devii, your eye, your good eye rolls to the back of your head, and you get a vision.
Oh.
I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw. And you do get Breaker's bonus because you were just talking to him.
You're cutting words. No, I'm kidding.
Incredible.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Constitution?
Because I rolled a 16, and then I have 17, 18. I have a +2 for con.
Okay.
And then plus Breaker's 5.
Is there really a +7 on that check? Fuck.
No, well, I have a +7 because of Breaker. I only have a
Fair
+2
enough.
naturally.
All right, well, that is a pass, and thank God. All right.
And thank God. Uh-oh.
Well, unironically, I will answer the question at a later date as to why this is, if you would care to know. But Devii actually is unironically like the best person to do this. All right.
Why?
Devii, your vision splits for a brief moment, almost as if you're getting two quick visions at the same time. You hear the chinking of metal. And the footsteps on ice. Similar to when you have crampons on it. As the eye looks around and you can see a albino tiefling marching with a slew of soldiers with chainmail, shields, and ice-tipped pendants that look like there is a black sword in the center of them. And they seem to be walking down a familiar path of the Caves of Hunger.
Wait, say it again. A familiar path of, and then you cut out.
Oh, a familiar path of the Caves of Hunger.
Caves of Hunger.
As you came
Is
down
that
to the
where
city.
Came through.
I didn't know what it was called. So they're
In
behind
addition,
us.
the albino tiefling seems to be holding a long, light blue staff. There are two gargoyles next to her, and you can see, affixed to her belt, is a long, thin vial with what seems to be some dust in it. And then your vision clicks, and you get another shot of a fox-headed humanoid hunched over a large book with a massive belt with all kinds of things, including maybe 3 different spell books and another flask or 2 of dust.
A fox-headed humanoid?
A fox, or not a fox-headed, sorry, jackal-headed looking humanoid hunched over with a walking stick and a large book inside what looks to be a massive library. And this library, because you don't know where this thing is, and this is a divination magic spell, you can get yourself pulled in a direction towards where this is, and you get the idea based off of the magic here is that it's this large building on your map here.
Oh, it's on the map. Okay. Ah, ooh, perfect.
Actually, let me just double check if that's the correct one.
This one or
Please don't tell me.
Yes, that is the
it's
correct
so
one.
split.
It is this one.
this one? Okay.
Perfect.
I told
You're
you it
also
was a
getting
library.
the idea that it's kind of difficult to tell, but it's on the move. So as you get to see the vision, you can kind of...
Wait, on the move, is it leaving the library?
Let me
or is it just
finish,
moving?
Cari.
Okay.
So as you hear this spell essentially be cast multiple times, because you get these multiple visions, the idea that you're getting is that some of the dust is more with this individual and then with the other. So there's a little bit from one and a little bit from the other. And in doing so, for a brief moment, you panic. Because as you linger on this figure, trying to figure out where it is, and you can see this large orb of what looks to be an earth on rotation in the center of this massive library, just kind of floating like a large transfixed, like, globe of knowledge. You can hear the book close as the jackal with a monocle stares right at you and reaches out a finger and points at you, and the vision snaps. And you guys hear, you hear a psionic scream, all of you in the room, as one of the eyes in the side turns red and bleeds.
Oh wait, so you use it up like one eye, like
And
it
Devii,
expired?
the scar on your bad eye
Yeah.
aches.
Probably like
so-
reopens a little, maybe.
I don't like that. No, don't say why are you adding extra stuff in.
It's like you had arthritis and a migraine at the same time in your head.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
And your
okay, I'm
hands,
gonna
Cari,
that
feel
one.
like they're just magnetized for this thing for a brief moment before you just go.
To the library. Jackal creature in library. He's got dust.
Okay, is it alive?
Okay.
Yes,
We could-
I mean, what other
We
place
could
has
also
thousands of books?
just ask this to show us the other
Yeah, the
secrets
other
to
way
get into
was
the
the
towers.
tiefling, the albino tiefling that's behind us. This guy's closer.
True.
Okay, so hang on.
Excuse
where's
me,
the
what did you
albino
say?
tiefling? I don't see any albino tiefling.
They're behind. Remember the tiefling?
Just a moment. Did you say an albino tiefling?
Yes.
Was there gargoyles present?
Yes, there we go. It's the
Holy
it's the
fucking
group.
shit, Avarice is coming.
Yeah, they're behind us. They're in the caves behind us. We knew they were down here.
Avarice?
You knew this.
I didn't think that you would have made it past all of the troubles that we saw down there so quickly. How did she... Is she... Just the
Who's
three of them?
Avarice? Put that dragon
No.
as it.
Not just the
Probably not.
three of them. I think she had some people with her.
Well,
and
well,
then
okay,
the-
details
Dallan,
would
it's
be
hard luck.
appreciated. Share with the class here, Devii.
What it was what her and then a couple.
You had your vision blur past Avarice.
Yeah.
But your guess is probably like a small squad.
Yeah.
Like not small
Yeah.
squad as in like 10 people, but you could hear probably like close to 50.
But we already knew this from a while ago that there was a tiefling that wait, no, we knew there was a drow, not a tiefling. Sorry.
Yes, we knew a drow.
I mixed up. Okay, yeah. Never mind. Sorry. I apologize. I was getting the drow and the tiefling mixed up. Don't ask why. Not even close. Drow, albino tiefling, like.
You just hear the
Opposite.
loudest, oldest, wettest facepalm.
Why is it wet?
Yeah, why is it
Hands are
wet?
sweating from nervousness.
Mom spaghetti.
Why are we nervous? Why are we nervous?
If we have people behind us, we should probably like maybe block off the way to get to the city or something like that.
There is still
Jackal
hanging
dude
out
looked really
on the bridge.
powerful.
Is
When
that
I
even
saw him in the
possible?
library, he saw that I was looking at him. He's the
I'm-
one that caused the screaming.
Maybe a bad question, but who is Avarice?
My
She's
rival,
averse to something.
one of the other three. Dazan, Avarice, Nas, myself.
The one we never
Oh,
faced,
she's the
we
other
never saw.
one.
One of the other.
Do
Arcane
you
Brotherhood
consider her
members.
stronger?
The fourth one.
She's the
Oh,
evoker,
okay.
if that's what it means. If that means anything to you.
She's what?
So
She's
you-
the evoker.
Is
I'm
she
the
mean?
necromancer.
More evoker.
Her
Oh, you've
name
got
is
beef with her,
Avarice.
right?
What do you think?
It's a pretty name.
I
Do
Do you know what
Yeah.
avarice
My name
means?
Avarice means
Yeah.
like wrath,
Oh.
doesn't like
Maybe,
I
depending on.
anger.
Chaos or
Dallan doesn't fucking know what avarice means. What?
Greed.
like greed. Yeah, like
Greed.
yeah, you can have a name and not be.
I know my
How
sins.
can you not be mean and greedy? I don't understand.
Huh?
How can you not
I
be
thought it
mean
meant
and be
like,
greedy?
Gestures vaguely towards
Because
Breker.
you're not what your parents' name is, girl.
Wait, hang on. So how do you know how
Yeah,
she
she's
got that
despicable.
name?
She's an evoker. And she's very,
I-
very easily set off.
very confused.
Is
I
she
Breker,
just,
maybe you can
sunlight?
talk her down.
She's an icy stick of
her.
dynamite.
When she's on her
Better.
way here, she knows your hair. She's after. She knows your hair. Better.
I don't know if she knows that I'm here, but she certainly has come all this way on her own.
You have beef with her, right?
What is beef?
We separated when we got here because we
It
all
should-
wanted this place, and I was first.
Beef as in like you have unresolved issues.
Yes, unresolved conflict. I'm
Okay,
familiar with this
so
nomenclature.
inform us. What ability she has? What do we need to look out for?
She's an
She
evoker,
has
so
my diamond
anything that
dust.
explodes, freezes, detonates, shoots lightning, major damage, things that you guys have been familiar with. This one, and points at Vanvalor, or maybe
gonna be
your
like, we got
necklace,
one of
she can
those.
do that. She is
believe
she is the
that.
strongest member
I
of
am
us when it comes to combat
evocation
prowess.
Magic
Okay,
expert.
sorry, she's the strongest. I think we should not. She's the strongest member. We
She
need
has
to, like,
2
move them.
gargoyles at her beck and call.
Please also
We need to.
Made
We
of
need to
stone?
go. We need to go.
Please.
Please understand.
Fifth level shatter.
Please understand that that jackal-headed thing that I saw in the library is probably not friendly towards us. He saw me squaring on him. He looked at me. He pointed. This eye turned red, and I have a headache, and the scream came.
He's
So,
just a little guy.
I mean,
coming
that's
after,
true.
but he
But,
also might be helpful.
Devi,
I kind
listen,
of wanna go to
I
the library and
understand
find
that
out.
this is probably more powerful than Avarice, but Avarice has what you call a small army, is also not here
No.
yet, and you want to go towards that thing.
I actually.
Yeah. So
Where's Gravity Fisher when I need it?
we need to get the hell out of Dodge, Devi.
Breker, is Bear still
Devi
at
wants
the
to run
entrance of
at
the
trouble
cave?
for diamonds.
Well, no, I'm not doing that, Devi. We need to. I'm sorry. I have to go against. I'm going against your leader.
Getting all like.
I'm going against your leaders.
Restoration.
We don't need that. Can wait. I'm going against your leadership. We need to.
Now,
we need to
Devi,
move.
unfortunately for you, she folds her hands and looks at the rest of you. I actually really want to go to the library. Professor Scant would be very upset if we didn't visit.
I think we should. I mean, here's the thing, right? I want to go to the library. There's other places I want to go to too. I want to go to the tower behind us. I want to go to the tree area. But I feel like perhaps my plans of where I want to go are changed, and I want to go to the library now because there might be a thing there. He might be able to give us info. Cari is very greatly hoping this is not a Yugoloth. And yeah,
A what?
a library with info.
What's a Yugoloth?
Cari, no more.
Neutral
No more. No
evil.
more. No more fucking
Oh,
shit,
sorry.
Cari. You're literally metagaming to a T. Stop it.
You're metagaming, Cari.
No, I'm not. I said Cari is very
It
scared.
doesn't matter. You're
Oh,
still
okay.
telling other players what something might be as
Okay,
metagaming.
okay.
Stop it.
I don't mind going to the
Even if they
library,
don't know what
but
it
the
is, I don't
issue,
care.
the issue is we have an advantage over Avarice that we know she's coming. We should take advantage of the fact that we know she's coming.
Can we summon? Can any of our animals talk, or can we make any of the animals talk?
The ones that you got from the menagerie? No.
Also, remember, as soon as
Monkey.
you use them, they don't have plot armor.
That is correct.
Well,
Once they gain a use, they lose armor.
we're looking for something that can touch this pedestal and needs to make a massive constitution save.
Bag
If
of
we
tricks.
don't want it to
Bag
be
of
us,
tricks.
we can make
Bag
our
of
animals
tricks.
do it. But can we
Bag
make
of
any
tricks.
of the animals talk?
Not gonna work.
No.
Goldy can talk to them.
To be able to cast spells or even be what would you say, a medium for them, they have to have a certain level of intelligence, and if they do not have that, then they're useless to us. It is the fundamental use of magic.
How intelligent are those things then?
They have an
Those
intelligence probably of around 4, if I were to put it in game terms.
Van,
Probably
is,
not enough then. Well, let's
does with your fly spell, can you make all of us fly?
No. I can make, if I blow my 5th level. What level is fly? 3rd? I can make 3 of us.
3. And you have 1 5th level or multiple?
1.
1.
And honestly, temporal shunt is really cool. So
I'm
phasing
thinking-
someone out for an entire turn.
Flying carpet.
Cari, it says here that you know exactly how far away the direction is. Your guess is that based off of your progress and carefulness, that Avarice will probably be here within the next 8 hours.
Next 8 hours, okay. I will let the group know that too. She'll be here within the next 8 hours.
I
So
was
she's
thinking
she's not in the city yet. Okay.
I suggest you save your spells, because we ain't sleeping.
We're gonna need it when she finds us.
Rob, do you want me to?
I'm thinking we blow up the bridge or causeway,
1 second, Mesh.
whatever that is.
Val.
That's not a
Van.
bad idea.
I was looking at the orb before Cari touched it. I still want to do that to see if I can figure out
absolutely.
what it'll do.
So
Do
I
us.
will allow you to tell me what check you want to make for it instead of leading you to do one. Why don't you tell me what you'd like to do?
Yeah, Arcana, probably.
Okay. Are you trained in Arcana?
Yep.
Okay.
And specialized, or whatever the other one is.
Expertise?
18 plus 9, so 27.
Yeah, your guess is that this thing is dual purposed to be able to do a super powerful version of, like, mixed with the divine magic and divination magic from the goddess of divination, as well as like the arcane power of divination. It's able to do a much, much, much larger radius version of locate object or locate creature.
Cool.
But as you could tell, there seems to be some side effects, and you're not sure if the side effects were before or after the cataclysm of the city crash.
Right.
But there is the gears of your head turning, where there seems to have been a magical disruption on a catastrophic scale for the city, and it's really hard to tell whether or not all of this stuff would have been fully functional ahead of time or not. But your assumption is that if this city is really as great as it's cracked up to be, that everything would have worked without a catch initially.
Mm-hmm.
But the catches seem to have developed over time or from the catastrophe itself, because you got a 27 on the check, so I'm giving you a little bit extra here. Your guess is that if something went awry, it would affect someone's vision permanently.
Okay.
Like, there's eyeballs in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And you're also fair enough to assume that the eyeballs that are in there are real.
Delicious.
Delicious.
How many eyeballs are left? Can we see that?
Did any...
How many jelly beans are in this jar?
Your prize
roll
will
a
be
D100.
D100.
300?
D100.
No, seriously, like it seemed like one
18.
expired when you made that.
18? There are 32
Yeah.
eyes in there.
Oh,
Some of them have
32. I said
cataracts, some of
300.
them have no iris, some of them are bloodshot. There's one more bloodshot one than there was before.
Is there any of them that don't have some issue? They're like just one, like clear.
Yes.
No.
No, okay.
All
Weird.
different sizes and shapes, colors.
They probably grant you different visions then, based on what they look like. Actual eyes.
They're probably like ammunition for the spells.
Mm-hmm. Any Naruto fans here might have some things to say. Anyway, shall we get a move on? It looks like we're in limited time.
I'm not a Naruto fan.
Actually, I'll give you guys one more thing for the checks. Everyone has passed very good checks in the room, so all of you will deduce this. This device does not seem to have a limit.
Unlimited power.
Unlimited power.
Wait. Can we use it again then? We can use it again now.
You risk going blind, I assume.
Oh shit! Is that really?
Well,
Yeah.
Didn't get that.
considering the payoff could be just show me the remaining 2 secrets.
Huh.
Are we down to 2?
Well, who's most likely to?
Yeah, but we
1, 2, 3.
No,
I
can't
think
hurt
that sounds too vague.
I have a +8. How big
Maybe it
can we
needs to,
stack our con? I have bless, which can be another like D4, I think.
Do you have a?
Bardic Inspiration on top for another D8.
But remember,
Can
you don't
we
have to
ha-
do
can
that until
we-
the fail is done.
Yeah.
So if you fail, like you can go blind.
You don't know.
I think.
Liam's not answering me.
I don't have to answer you.
I said I think.
No. I don't know. Devii was in bad shape after.
I'm great.
She didn't
okay.
fail.
Your eyeballs. You said your eyeball was itching.
Oh,
but, yeah, but that's because you passed.
Yeah, but that's
How
normal,
Did you
right?
roll,
I mean,
Devi? You had a 20,
23, I believe.
23.
3.
Yeah, she got a 23.
Debbie's in bad shape. I'm great.
Oh no, I thought that her eyeball. She had
Dying
the
on the floor.
Okay. Oh
Yeah.
well.
But I don't think it was. It wasn't. It was the jackal dude that did that.
Oh okay. Oh, all right. Never mind.
So
Go for it, Breker.
Breker's already going. He's got his hands on the chart.
Who else has any con that's bigger than 8? Does anyone have a +4?
+1.
I've got +7.
Mine's really low as well.
That's +7 before my +5?
Oh, yeah, mine's low.
Before, yeah.
Constitution saving.
Goldy,
Oh,
how
mine's
do
a
you feel
5. Oh,
about
sorry,
this?
mine's
You wanna,
5 plus 5.
I don't know.
Because you'll be plus
Our sick boy.
12. So you're trying to hit a. If we're trying to match the 23, you're shooting for an 11.
I don't know.
And how much does your bless give? Bless
Plus
would be
a
enough.
guaranteed 1, so we're down to a 10. Plus Bardic Inspiration, which is a D8.
It's a 50-50 with a fail-safe D8. If you're trying to hit that number. What was it? 23 that you're calculating?
You need
There's
a
a
9
reason
and above.
two eyes,
You need a
right?
9 and above.
There's a reason we have 2 eyes. It'll probably only take 1.
Devii.
The way you phrased that, I don't like the. I don't like that. You do it then. If you willing to give up one
I
of
like
your
my
goddamn eyes,
I'm sorry.
Vanvalor, you do it.
Maybe it'll yank your eye out and put it inside.
Why
To be
on earth
fair-
does a
Oh, you know
bath need
what? I'm
2
sorry you
eyes? You
said
don't
that.
need
I'm gonna
2.
I'm just gonna go no.
To be fair, coming up to this tower, even though we had the secret, was worth it. We got a lot of information, so I'm not against going up to the other towers.
I'm just hesitant to go into that the one that has the madness rune out front. That one's a little scary.
Yeah, we have some ideas on how to deal
That
with
might
it,
be
but
another one we ask
The
Avarice to go into
forest and then
first.
the library.
Yeah, no, we're not going to give
You
you
want-
away.
you
You
want
should
to
probably
go to
check up there,
the-
though. There's been some inscriptions
forest-
if you want to.
So
Take a look.
I will say, if we want to save our spells, it might not be the best idea to go to the library. Because if we get in a fight with that jackal,
Well, if we
fight the tiefling, that might be bad.
if
I
we
mean-
divine the other
They don't wanna
2
give us to death.
things, we can get to the orb
Doesn't-
before Avarice even gets
I
here.
see what you're saying.
doesn't necessarily have to be a fight with the guy in the library. To be fair,
No,
just a little
definitely
guy.
not. It's definitely a toss up though. We're not for sure either
Mhm.
way.
so my point right now is, let's take advantage of the fact that we know Avarice is coming and
Mhm.
have some fail safes.
Okay.
So go to
How do we want to deal with Avarice? Are we just fighting
slowing them down. My thought is just blow up the causeway.
the one entrance we know in and out of this place?
how are we
Yeah.
gonna get out, Mesh? If you do that,
That's the thing. We
And-
have fly with from Vanvalor. We have Devi's blink. There's at least 4 people that can get across. What else do we have to get across?
Isn't the
How
bridge
how
like
big is the gap
hundreds of meters
across?
long?
Is
You can
it
only
hundreds of
teleport
meters?
30 feet.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Or we could set traps there at least, if not blow it up.
I kind of like my idea of we find the Lich again, lure it to avarice, and then we disappear and make it look like
That-
the two are attacking
I
each
like
other.
The
that
only
idea.
thing about this is that I don't believe that necessarily Avarice has the idea of coming here and killing us.
Does anybody have rope trick? I've read about this spell. It's really cool.
Remember, we don't know what her goals are, despite her being very easily
like-
irritable.
That's
Yeah,
also a very
you
good
climb
point.
up into a little room that no one can see. Like we can literally sit in like a box and look out, and no one can see in.
Yeah, but what if I just blow them up? I don't know.
Plus, I don't know if Dazan managed to meet up with her. So perhaps Dazan told her that I was here and they're coming to broker some sort of teamwork again. Who knows? But I don't know. Working with
you're
them
saying,
and
like-
sharing our
Do you want to try and contact
discoveries.
her?
Share them, our
Yes.
Give them the books and the bottle that we found.
I think
Let's
with
not-
this I can cast a 7th level fireball.
But to be fair, since there's a lot of mysterious things that are still here, if we were able to broker some sort of deal that was beneficial to both of us, perhaps we could cover more ground. It sounds like she's been busy and has some people with her, and who knows?
Do you think you describing her very in detail to me could allow me to cast sending to her? Because if I can do that, I doubt
I can send
that
it.
bringing an entire army here would look good in the eyes of the Lich. And if we tell her that there is a powerful demi-lich here that you need to seem peaceful to pass by, if she is going to be aggressive, we can at least reduce her numbers.
Mm.
Mm,
But then,
that's a
if
good
we
shot.
don't broker the deal soon enough, then the spell, yes, the sending is also going to be difficult as well, because
I think the
only gonna
next
be able to do
question
one communication
is,
channel.
what do, like, say we get all the keys before she gets here, and then we go and we unlock the main tower area. Then we just unlocked the main tower area for her to go inside.
Yes, but we've
basically.
already made the jump of getting there ahead of time. So there's that.
Yeah.
Is there a
we're
way
there
we
first.
can destroy one of the
Oh, so she can't get at one of the hints? Like if we... yeah.
so the
Well,
only
it's
people who
we don't
have
know
it
if
is
there's a
us?
possibility that we can just raise it back up again.
Can we take the one that's broken with us? How big was it?
It was massive.
Never mind.
It's a wall.
But if we can erase it somehow, I'm not
Oh,
sure.
maybe we can take a piece from it though, like maybe a keyword or something.
Because if we get them all,
Listen.
and then we're the
Let's
only
just
ones
stop for a
who have-
moment. If we have all of the information, right, and they do not,
Mhm.
we could also just keep the code, wait for them to find the force field, and then once they find it, they don't know that it's gone once we take it down. Because they're going to be doing the same rigmarole we did. It's going to take a long time.
Who's to say that it's not there's not a big visual when we
Well, that's a
unlock
big
the-
assumption to make, to be fair, yes.
I don't think it's a big assumption, but I think it is an assumption. I wouldn't go so far as a big one.
We're just arguing semantics, Devii.
Magic usually goes out with a boom.
That's not always true, and you know it. They're invisibility spells.
That's why I said usually and not always. Semantic.
Breker, you should probably get Bear to come down off the causeway at least. He's gonna be alone there if they bump into it.
I mean, he could just disappear and come back.
Yeah, do that, I guess.
But why?
We have information. Do we need him there now? But the point of him being there was to tell us
Weren't
if somebody's
those
around.
Drow also in the tunnels? I mean,
The drow,
She
I
could-
believe, were ahead of us.
Yeah, they were ahead of us. They're already in the city.
Oh.
We
Wait,
just haven't
oh,
come
bless
across.
them.
Probably some of the shadowy figures you were seeing, Goldy.
That's a thought.
another wild strategy.
Anyone else watching Rob's camera very closely?
What if we
what's he doing?
finish up here and
Just to see
take
how
down the
he
shield?
responds.
Oh,
And then we hide and let Avarice go and experiment with the giant weather controlling device first.
Yeah, because who knows what the Demi-Lich is going to do once we get in there.
I got a feeling that something bad's gonna happen when we touch magic evil device powering the entire city. And
I got a feeling.
Well, when you say it like that, woo, woo.
I mean, it's
When you say it like that,
It's gonna be a bad night.
that's funny.
worst case scenario, now we have to fight someone who can
Fuck you.
control the weather too.
oh god. Self-control
myself
of a
muted.
child.
We also know it's like a global thing, right? To attune to magic, like if this is like we don't know anything about this thing.
Welcome to the world of magic, Breker. Glad to have you here.
The only thing we know about it
Yeah.
is it can control the weather and it can recharge magical objects.
Right.
And
Did we-
make the city fly.
To make the city fly. So it's very powerful.
I think we
could
can
make
make the
us
city
fly.
fly again.
Make my city fly.
You think we could?
First reverse the weather.
Wait. We could do that.
So basically
how we get out of
everything a
here.
reverse card in Uno can do.
If we could still blow up the
I love Uno.
thing and then use just get out
Famous
of here
10
with
pounds
the.
game.
Why
It's
isn't
just
the
we
lich?
just fly ourselves out of here.
Does the lich
If
even
it
have
flies, we're
access to
sick.
this
Great
thing?
for a big pastime.
Like, why
We,
is the lich making the city get out of here? Besides the like miles of ice above us.
Remember, he doesn't have hands.
He also doesn't have memories. Like it's a demi-lich. From what we've learned of him, it's like a feral lich. Like he has lost contact to his original. The only thing that he's
And you have to have-
retained is his longevity-ness and power.
You have to have hands to do the thing.
Do we know if
And
he's
he is
connected to the
distinctly
thing?
handless.
Semantics.
That smoke that appears on him with all the runes, maybe you can form that into hands or something.
But like I'm saying, his mind is not. It's like a feral lich. It's not like a really smart, wise lich. Like
To be fair, Devii, we don't know what is retained after.
we
Yeah.
don't. I'm
Lich,
just saying
listen,
that's what
listen.
it genuinely
Lichdom is
usually.
its own thing, which is very unknown as to what it is. All we know is what the goals are. If the phylactery is not filled and it becomes a demi-lich over the course of time, we don't know what happens next. Only legends. I've never seen one.
Okay, I think from what I just said now was not Cari metagaming. It's what I thought we knew.
No.
already.
This is just what we're projecting is possible based off of our
Okay.
personal experiences. That thing doesn't seem to have any realm of mind left because Mesh would have been able to
Yeah.
clearly connect with it.
Yeah.
With
What
his
was it, shielded?
abilities as his race.
Velen,
Can,
does Avarice know we are with you?
that is something I cannot tell you because I don't know. If Dazan was able to get that much information from us and then meet with her, then it is very plausible that
Can we-
information has gotten to her.
Can we talk to Dazan at this range, Van?
If you do sending.
Sending, yeah.
I can do a sending by the
You
way.
want to just ask him if he betrayed us?
You can do sending. Rather you do sending probably because
I have a free slot from the fruit I ate.
yeah, because me doing sending will
Is that a
stop
high
me
level
from
spell?
doing. Yeah, it's 3, so that takes away like
Okay, what are we saying to
Is
Dazan?
Dazan restored,
20
or is he
damage.
still the simulacrum?
He's restored.
Okay.
we restored him.
He doesn't have his spell book. He was going back to get his
Yeah.
spell book.
Didn't we have his spellbook the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Goldie has it.
That's probably what happened. Is he realized we lied to them, turned on us, and told Avarice about it.
Listen, there's always
just go get
Newton's
him.
third law, even in D&D, folks.
Yep.
Typical.
Usually.
Alright, what are we asking Dazan then?
Well, can we even
Yo, boy.
get a good read on him through sending?
Find his keepers.
What do you mean as a read?
If we ask him and hey, did you betray us? And he goes, no.
I don't think my
Can we
detect
check if
thoughts
he's
will.
lying?
I don't think my detect thoughts will be, but I guess an insight check on his verbiage might work. I don't know how Rob wants to rule that.
Maybe we could be more subtle about it. It's like, hey,
Wait, do we
we're
need
here
to lie
with
to him? I'm
Avarice
so good at lying, guys.
in the city.
I'm not bad at lying either.
Just be like, hey, did you find your spell book?
I just lie.
Just checking in.
just checking in on you, you know? Just wondering.
Is that what we're doing?
Please don't use too
started
many of
from
your
before.
spells. Remember, we
Hey,
need
girl, how your
Definitely
book?
on our side, right? We definitely
Give us the
restored his
status
life.
report.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's on our side.
He's definitely
And
indebted
it's not
to you
the
in some way.
same guy, right? I thought his memories were fucked up.
he's not the same guy who did the bad things. He's before the
guy
bad
who
things.
did the bad things also wasn't exactly him. Like, I think it was a misunderstanding on what actually happened.
Some little babies can't handle the cold.
How many
Well, I can
words
tell you
do I
this
have on
thing.
something?
Between Dazan, or OG Dazan, and the party of adventurers that he hired, and his right hand, the little wraith, and his simulacrum, between all of them, only Dazan and that party of adventurers, the OG, were present with each other to discern what exactly happened. And you will never know the real story. That is what Dazan told you. The simulacrum told you. Because even if he wanted to deduce it, having a similar mindset to actual Dazan, there's no way to know how it went down because he wasn't there. It could have just been it could be anything, right? Anything with propaganda could have been spun in any way, shape, or form from his point of view or from the townsfolk point of view. And all you know is that you've got two people from 10 towns, Goldy and well, actually you got one person from 10 towns and another person from Icewind Dale tribes, which Van. And what you all know is that the people in 10 towns are built basically from outsiders wanting a resting place, but they're very slow to trust. And especially if he's a recent person to come in, then and when they're in hard times, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that they would probably jump at the opportunity of burning someone at the stake as a scapegoat. Even if he this is just assuming that he was a good guy in the first place, which we know he's already pretty dodgy.
What else are we asking?
He's probably like big city average, you know. Like
Mesh is sitting down writing down words to make sure he's like within the limit. Like, what else are we trying to get out of Dazan?
Well, the question is, do we talk to Avarice or just ambush her? If Dazan can tell us if she's hunting us, that can lead to us just jumping Avarice. Or we can just set Avarice up and say, hey, here's how to get through the force field. Go see what happens. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Also, please be aware that any spell you're using for this is a spell that we could have had fighting.
I'm not using a spell.
Well, Mesh he got from the pair.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it. I got it from a pair.
Pair spell.
Okay. That's good.
So...
Don't spell pair, just pair spell.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I have 19 words. I have 6 more words if you want to figure something out.
I.
Private
You are
investigator.
forever indebted to us.
That's 5.
No, right. You are forever indebted to us.
Oh, nice, Cari. Yeah, you're right. That's 6. I thought you were using U and R as a contraction.
Oh, okay.
That would have put it at 5. I was being kind.
Well, if you do.
You do have a bonus word. Period. You just say it. You know?
Bitch.
Bitch. Yeah, there you go.
5, 6, 7.
Missed opportunity
8,
not to
9,
end a
10,
sentence
11,
with
12,
bitch.
13, 14.
We know what you did. Haha.
Don't do that. How many
Know
words?
where you are, bitch.
I know your sins.
No.
The idea is that you're trying to say gotcha, bitch, but you end up gotcha.
Alright,
Damn it, I
guys,
needed
My
one more
last
word.
email.
I'll do the sending now.
Okay. What do you say?
Oh, it's just we know.
Okay.
We know.
Mesh here. Did you find the spellbook? By any chance, did you meet Avarice? Do you know her agenda? You are forever indebted to us. That's 25 words.
That ending kind of went hard.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Hey,
You
buddy.
owe me your blood.
Hey, guy.
Heard of this person before? Oh, by the way.
You get a little
Light
while
is
before you get a
ours.
response. But you get a response. Hiding spot compromised. Spellbook acquired. Borrowed. Avarice with me.
What?
Indifferent.
Huh?
I'm on the way. I know. See you soon.
I repeat.
Thanks again.
You soon. Oh, fuck.
He says thanks
Oh
again.
no.
That seems
Oh,
unusually
shit.
sweet.
I repeat everything.
Oh, he also says something like, I think he's got some more words. He says, around 50 soldiers. Medium reliability.
Avarice
They
has
give
50
me
soldiers?
the, and then it cuts off.
No.
But it's
Okay,
your guess
50
that he
soldiers?
says, I believe that if my calculations are correct, when he says, they give me the, it's specifically meant so that the is the 25th word. Like, he had enough time to write it all down before he responded.
She's been arsehole.
Velen, what's the
Just a
over
bit.
and under of all that being true and all that being a total absolute bald-faced
I believe he's with Avarice. He's got the numbers. He's got the info. I don't see any reason. The only thing I could see him lying about is the indifference, but also from what Velen's telling us, that seems to be true. More leaning towards the possibility.
If anything, it just means that she's not showing her hand, which is very common because she doesn't have anything less than a strong helping of confidence over us.
Well, then
Dealing
one
with an
thing
illusionist and a
do.
necromancer when she's got that staff is ridiculous.
the one thing we can count on is the fact that they are not comrades, and if we can find a way, they're not gonna stick to each other because they're like, I will help my friend. Like, they're like, you help me, I'll get here. So if we can find a way to get their values to go a different way, bam, they're enemies.
Well, despite our indifferences with
also-
Zahn, I do believe that Avarice, as her name suggests, we can tip the scales in her favor. Greedy-wise, we might be able to broker a deal where she'll stick to it. But there's no way to know. Unless we know that we're offering her a deal where, in her
what are we
eyes,
here
she
for?
seems like it's better than it is for us.
Bro. Right.
Are we here for shit, or are we here to fix the fucking...
Well, I can tell you one thing,
Whatever.
Van, is that she does not give two shits about fame.
So, like,
Yeah, that-
all of you were coming here to learn, right? I mean,
Well,
the
Dazan
end
and
of
I
the day.
wanted to learn. She probably wants to get power and finances.
okay, so tell her she can get the power, and we just want to turn off the fucking cold. Like, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but
I
phrase it
understand
more
that, but we have
nicely than
multiple members that have
I
different
mean, it's not
things
technically
aligned.
a lie. Right?
They just say they have 50.
I mean, at the end of the day, why did we all come here, right?
Stop
It
the
wasn't-
hope.
Carl.
We don't
Carl's
know
the
about the
one
thing in the
working.
middle
Well,
either.
they
Yeah, who
come in
won't?
there.
If that's the source of power and she wants it and we want
Yeah,
it,
we don't
then
know
our
what the source is of her
motivations
greed.
are different.
Exactly what Breker is saying. That's the big risk, is that if the same thing is what you want and what I want, which is the knowledge and also the power to delete something from existence, a la Ariel's influence, if that is something she believes that can be converted to monetary gain and or wizarding power over another people, or leverages
that-
against her comrades, or rather Arcane Brotherhood members, then she wants that.
Won't they just
Well,
end up
let's just
fighting
fucking
each
kill
other
her
for
then.
that power, though?
What's that?
Aren't they just gonna fight each other for the power? I'm sure he wants the power as well. Just let him.
Dazan
bickering
is
and slapping each
purposely conniving on. Yeah, his illusion magic will get him around what he wants to get.
I mean, there's no way he's gonna like once they get to that power area, he's gonna be like, "Bitch, I want this." She'll be like, "No, you can't have it," and then they'll be like, "Meh."
He's going to find out what she wants by the
Exactly
time
like
she
that.
gets to it, and then he'll have
Yep.
what he wants already.
Slap fight.
That's how Dazan works. He will manipulate the situation to get what he wants. That's why she and I both didn't like him.
Do you think that she's gonna be manipulated though? Is she the type to be manipulated?
If she thinks that it is worth it, yeah, she'll do it.
I just have.
She would rather be manipulated to get the thing that she wants. That's probably why her and Dazan work better than all three of us.
Now, the other question is, if she marches in here with an army of 50 people, are they going to make it past the floating head? Because, like, we were pretty unassuming.
We're assuming that the floating head
You know.
finds them. It's pretty interested in us right now.
I don't know how long we've been talking, but can I just make a perception check to see if I can see that jackal dude anywhere close by?
You can make a perception check. Sure.
Can I help her?
you.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if it's really gonna help.
Okay.
Far.
He might not be around. I just want to see if he's coming after us. Well, you know,
Okay.
that's all. I just want to see if he's like.
What'd you roll?
17 plus perception. 17, 89, 20, 22, 23, 25, 26.
Yeah, you do
I
see
didn't.
some shades around, but they look to be not like the Nothics. They look to be a bit more of these like hooded figures with dark black robes, and they're way out past the library. They're like going through and scavenging down in the area between the abjuration and transmutation towers.
Are these hooded
There's a
figures that we've
squad of
already
about
seen?
10 of them.
Are these things that we've already
Goody.
seen?
Say that again.
Are these hooded figures that we've already seen?
You're not sure, because you haven't been paying attention to the perception checks as much as Goldy has.
And where are they?
I said they're in that section where you guys went into the museum.
So these might be the group of the
Drow.
tiefling, the drow and their group. Do you guys see there be back where we first entered, before the transmutation and after the abjure area, that section over there? There's some hooded figures over there. I'm wondering if that's the drow.
Oh, I
group.
see. Ugh. Typical. Won't leave us alone.
They're not following us. They're just scavenging.
They don't seem to be hiding very well, Devii. They seem to be running.
Running?
Away or towards?
Away.
Did we fight anything in
The big Hydra thing.
Oh.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
not been that long.
Well, if they're running away from something, that's their problem.
Okay. Usually when something is running away, you pay attention to whatever the heck they're running away from, because that thing might be coming after us.
Yeah, but they're like going in the opposite direction of where we are, so if they are running away and it's chasing them, then it's running away from us too.
Rob, can I detect for an invisible T-Rex behind us?
No.
Okay.
Rob, they're running in
Could be there always.
this direction? Sorry. This direction?
Ah, back.
This direction?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's like the exact opposite of us. So if they're running in this direction, whatever's chasing them is also running in this direction, which means whatever's chasing them is running away from us.
All right. I mean, there could be also be the possibility that they're running away from us. That we are the threat.
We are.
Rob, we haven't eaten much since we've had the long rest, so I'm just gonna have one of the pairs again.
Okay. You want to roll for it?
Yeah, is it a 20? D20?
I think so. This chapter? No. Oh, that's why it's not working.
It's in the Caves of Hunger, I believe.
I am well aware. That one. Purple pear. Why does it not have it? Angry kobold noises. What'd you roll?
6.
As you're eating it, your gauntlets where your wrists are at, they just like vanish and then reappear for a second. You can cast invisibility.
Oh, god damn it, I already had that.
Double
Okay.
Double invisible.
I have a free invisibility.
You do not need to do it with any components. So even though normally you have verbal, somatic, and materials, this one can be cast silently as an action.
Ooh, that could be useful.
But you
in
can only do it
situations.
once.
Okay, one charge. Good to know.
Oh, shit. No, this one you can do 3 times.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
So mega useful. You can save your spell slots for something else. But yeah, also just as a quick note, Devii, you notice that I think because of the spell casting, 200 gold is with Avarice and 400 is with the Jackalhead thing. If you wanted to write that down anywhere. Just so that I don't forget
Maybe
about
we
it when
can
you go
ask
to
her for it nicely.
Alrighty, what are you guys doing?
Do you guys just want to continue to the towers then?
Praying is a free action, right?
Yes.
Are we going to go through
No.
this tree area on the way and then hit the library and then conjuration?
Yes. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Golden Grove. I feel like there's going to be some sort of healing stuff in there.
So I think something's going to make a nest out of it. So let's all be ready, okay?
Okay, let's go then.
Let's go. Dun, 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 dun.
You hear the rustling of leaves. And without feeling the wind, swaying of the branches feels eerie. The golden light reflecting from the purple and blue lamps and the eerie green in backdrop slightly reflects upon the large walls of ice. As you kind of hop down into this area, you can see the canopy of the golden leaves rise above you as you enter the grove. There seems to be some very interesting things you notice when you first walk around, is that the hollowed out section that you kind of hop down into has a perimeter of wall vents. And they systematically sometimes push out some sort of gray vapor. And the vapor does not go towards you, but rather shoots over the canopy. And as you enter, the area around you flashes and darkens and flickers. As you look up, Dallan, you notice first as Vanvalor looks up that there is a night starscape that looks like an illusory hemisphere of an arboretum. Or how do you say that? Arboretum?
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 It's the way it's pronounced here is arboretum. I don't know about
Arboretum? Okay, yeah.
British.
So it's like an arboretum, but it has this like shot of vapor that goes over it, but the vista flickers between this vast field of stars above your heads and a wild storm. And it's almost like every couple of lightning strikes that kind of shatters through the darkness ends abruptly as it just flicks into a night sky. It's just like malfunctioning.
Telling you to be weird place.
As you guys look around, are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm gonna look at the trees and look at what's different about them.
Ooh.
Are these trees towering above us? Are we like inside?
There's
On the
numbers of
trees?
different kinds of trees. Some of them look like they're more organized into groves, while others look to be a bit more spread out and scenic. But it definitely looks like there's some sort of growing pattern here.
Are there any fruits growing on the trees?
Good question. I would like you and Mesh to roll perception, please.
Wait, what?
15.
Roll. Hello. Wait, why can't I use any of my skills? Right, I'm just gonna do a... Wait, what? Hold on, I can't roll anything on my sheet. Let me just refresh.
Okay.
Goldy's been removed from Goldy.
Maybe.
Like the AOL sound. Goldy has been removed.
Okay, there we go. That was so weird. Let me try that again.
Goldy not
shoot.
found.
What'd you get?
15.
Okay, so 215's easy. As you look around, this area does not seem to have fruits, and also you notice that there seems to be some section of the grove missing. And in addition, as you wander towards the central area, there is a few larger trees that have like a larger tree in the center of this large tree section, and they look to be a very unique style of wood, like something you've never seen before. And the central tree, the largest one of them, has a very gnarly look to it, like kind of like knots and stuff in the wood bark.
Gnarly, dude.
And kind of inspecting this one tree, Mesh almost falls over one of the roots. As you can see, there's a face in the side of it with the eyes closed.
That's creepy.
That's...
But the face is massive. Like we're talking about like we're talking about like the Deku tree in Zelda, like massive.
That were like the grandmother tree.
Yeah,
and,
Pocahontas, Game of Thrones.
Nah, this is giving me, this is giving me
face on this giant tree.
old god fucked up magic vibes.
The forest in Mortal Kombat.
Oh, okay, let's calm down.
That's the bad one.
Let's just calm down. We don't know if it's evil or not yet.
Yeah,
Not
this
good.
tree is like a purple, like a very dark purple color. Like if you could picture in your mind's eye like Snape's black wand from Harry Potter, but if it had like a very slight purplish, almost dragonheartish look to it.
Imagine a violin made out of that.
And then when the light hits it, it kind of refracts a slight like aberration when the lightning kind of hits it. It's like a green, very, very mysterious.
Crow-like.
Out of
iridescent.
curiosity, how long did we take before we started moving?
So you were in that tower talking for about an hour.
Hour,
Yeah.
okay.
Mm.
Does that include after
Yeah, probably.
scrying?
Yeah, it includes the scry.
Okay.
The scry would have been pretty rapid. But yeah, you guys were in there for about an hour.
Let me know when we hit the 25-hour mark. That's when my charm ends for the ice thing.
You said there was a section here that was there was like trees removed or something.
Yeah, there just seems to be a section of stuff that has like uprooted area and like a whole patch of grass that's just like looks really recent compared to everything else. And by recent, I mean it's like overgrown grass rather than like trees. Like there's just no trees in one area. Just odd.
This could be we don't know where the grove we found outside in the caves came from.
Oh,
This could-
where
I
it's
guess that's
from.
moved.
This is part of that, maybe?
Yeah.
Or
that's
maybe
what
there's
I'm
another
thinking.
grove somewhere in the city. I don't know where it came from exactly.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's what I was thinking. Like there could be some fruit. or
I'm gonna-
things.
Are you including all the trees for the fruit? I wanted to see if there's any fruit trees near the missing area.
Yeah, and I want to go look at the face.
Don't get too close to it.
Yeah, no, I don't want to get too close to it, but I'm definitely approaching it in as friendly a manner as I can without looking threatening.
Okay.
I approach the tree friendly.
So
Okay.
Devii, the eyes do seem to be closed. What was Goldy? What were you looking for?
Hi,
Or
tree.
Mesh? One of you two was looking for
Mesh.
something.
I'm looking for fruit trees near the patch of missing stuff
You do not see any fruit.
at all. Okay.
But the fact that they're uprooted.
Interesting that only the fruit trees got uprooted.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not necessarily true. All these trees could have borne fruits, but no one's tending to them. Maybe there's something wrong. A
Oh,
catalyst
yeah,
that's
the-
required.
The druid is missing, so it's not producing fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that would
maybe.
make sense. But I'm also curious to know what this face is.
Devii, as you get closer to the face,
Me? After
your
the day?
passive perception notices that. So first couple things as reminders, because there's no wind, you can still see the branches swaying, right?
Mm-hmm.
This central tree here has a lot more roots around it that you kind of have to move over. They're like
Okay.
exposed roots, not just like in the ground.
Okay.
And as you get closer to the face, like I'll even just say this, I know this is presuming a little bit, you are a little clumsy with all the roots.
Uh-huh.
Nothing really seems to wake it, but it does seem to be sleeping,
Okay.
like a very deep sleep, because you can kind of feel this like very slight breeze coming from the face, almost like a ebb and flow, like a breath. Very, very subtle, but your passive perception is the highest in the group, so.
Greetings.
But if you want to wake it up, you're gonna have to you have to try, or maybe you have to do something to interact with it in some way.
I don't want to like touch it, so I'll like
Can I-
touch its roots and be like, "Hello."
Mhm.
I just
Anything
try
from
like
that?
shout.
like
So-
doing a little tap on the root.
We don't know what language it understands, so you could try just talking. To
Yeah,
them.
what language are you speaking?
I would try Sylvan. And then go to Elvish. And then
Why-
And then if that doesn't work, I'll
Oh.
try Druidic.
yeah.
Maybe we should try to bark at it.
What?
Eh,
Okay.
eh.
Yeah, that's really fine.
How do you remove someone from a voice chat? One sec, let me.
You-
Don't
You can
Flag
mute
do
him.
that. I'm
Okay.
already
Oh,
in enough
wait.
pain as it is.
Yeah, you guys start making a little bit of a ruckus, like
Big
progressively
flashbacks.
getting louder to try to get the attention of this tree. And the
Hey,
eyes
tree, are you
slowly
okay?
open,
Oh my
He's tired.
god.
and the
feel
mouth
him.
kind of
Ah.
Good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Many new faces. Hello.
I like the tree.
How are you feeling?
What language is it speaking?
common.
I can speak common, huh?
Yes. It matches to try to meet new faces. It assumes common.
Okay.
I'm going to sit down cross-legged and look at it and just be like, good morning, hello.
Is it morning? Looks like the
I
stars.
know,
Wait,
but you've been sleeping.
Yeah, good question.
Usually,
We don't
time is
know.
it?
it's like a joke thing when someone wakes up, you say good morning.
Ah. Yes.
I don't know what time of day it is.
We're not sure.
We're curious about your grove, though. I think you've been asleep for a long, long time.
Yes. I have been sleeping for undisturbed amount of time.
Undisturbed.
Did you used to have a lady in this area with you?
Yes. Well, not really a lady, but a dryad.
Dryad, we met her.
Oh,
She's
did
very
you?
nice.
Oh, do you know where she is? I have been without her for over a century now.
Yes, we found her, but she actually got uprooted and split off from this section, and we're actually working on a way to try and get her back.
Can I tell from his tone? Is this like he possesses her, or is this just like a genuine interest in her well-being type of tone?
You can make an insight check with disadvantage because you don't know trees, my dude.
Detect thoughts to see if he has any background thoughts. I don't know.
Can you detect
7.
thoughts of anything that's living?
A tree?
I think there's an intelligence thing. Let me check what the number
Is
is.
it 3 and up?
Breker, what was that?
3.
7.
Okay. Yeah, you
Nice.
you can't really discern. This is a ancient looking tree.
Intelligence of 3 and up.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna say this thing is. What was the? I guess it's not a matter of what you're thinking. This thing is a little overwhelmed in its immediate thoughts. There's some new faces. It doesn't recognize anything. It's kind of just this overwhelming, like, what are these people here for?
Yeah,
What
this
do they
weird,
want?
weird elf just
But
woke him up.
the interesting thing about this is that its mind is much sharper than it's letting on. Like, it's playing like it's just very groggy and sleepy, but it's very sharp.
Okay.
Like, he's paying attention to each of you. Mesh only knows this information currently, but yeah. Sorry. I know this is a little weird because I keep leaving that on. But the tree is very sharp. It's very keen on wondering what the heck you guys want. And you guys mentioning the dryad is like, suspicion. Like, what about her? Why is she gone?
So this city fell from the sky. Do you have any memory of that?
Many years ago, yes. Something. Big flash of light and screaming. Horrible screaming. Memory's a little faded and faulty. Even when that happened, I only really remember waking up from the disaster.
We are on a mission to help people in this area, and on our way here, that's when we came across your dryad friend. She said she's very lonely, so we're trying to find a way to get her back here. but if there's anything that you could tell us about this area, anything we can do for you. Otherwise, we'll be on our way, and you can sleep.
This grove has been used by wizards for a long time. For different purposes. You do not seem to be here to use it in some way. Is that a correct assumption to be made?
Yes. We're not here for the grove, if that's what you...
Then you may enjoy it.
It is beautiful. Looks like it was.
But there is nothing that you can do for me. Perhaps if this sky could be fixed. But it is not a matter to me.
We're definitely trying to get rid of the cold ice. I know that would be beneficial to your grove.
The cold does not bother me. It's just...
Well, it bothers me.
The Arbitorium is satisfactory for my purposes here.
I also think that less people would come see your grove if there were snow. Less snow means more people going.
Whether or not people interact with this area is of no matter to me.
Oh.
Do you remember people walking through your forest? If we were looking for a particular person or place, or if you overhear any conversations like that?
His eyes narrow.
You do want something, don't you?
Information.
You humanoids always want something. What is it?
We are protecting that things, though. We're not just doing this for greed.
Doesn't matter.
Well, you want something too. Everybody wants something. Don't you want to sleep?
Awake or sleeping?
Oh, we just woke him up.
Does not matter to me.
Don't you want your sky fixed?
Matter of convenience.
Or your druid
I've
friend?
been here for thousands of years. From the looks of you, you're only a mere under-century folk.
That doesn't have anything to do.
Certain things cease to really have their pressure of necessity after a while.
Devi's in her monologue.
Certain things that tend to have, like, things. Like, every old, ancient person that's lived ever.
I will continue to be, but if you have questions, I can attempt to answer, but there's nothing that I ask or seek in return.
Well, maybe you could just answer questions about the Arboretum then. Like, how are you a spirit embedded in a tree?
Well, the simple answer is that I am a nether oak by the common tongue. But I've been awakened by a druid, a friend, a dryad.
We've, I'm not familiar with nether oak. Could you tell us about it and its properties?
I'm afraid I will not be answering that question.
Do I get anything from Detect Thoughts while he's thinking about not answering?
He almost has like a mind of thoughtfulness, just like empty thinking. He's like, they really don't know about this. It's probably for the best. They should never know about it.
That's a bit of an ominous non-answer. Is there...
I understand, but it is... What is the saying? Ignorance is
something
bliss.
sinister in the history here?
Not in the history of what it is, but what it was used for. Yes.
I'm sure we could find the info in the.
I'm sure you can find the info if given enough time, but I will not be the person to do it. Or rather, the entity.
Well, thank you for your time.
I'll have to
We
find
are
that
the
on
Songs
your
of
own.
Summer. My name is Devii, and it was nice to meet you. If you guys don't have any further questions, perhaps we could be off to the library.
To the library.
Before we leave, could you point us to where in your grove we could potentially fix the sky? What is actually damaged?
It's a good question to ask. Devii, Songs of Summer, it is nice to meet you. I'm Godric.
God.
The
Godric.
name was given to me. It's not... a name is something that is just a designation. I'd rather not have one, but the Dryad insisted. Anyways, the ceiling, I know nothing about how it works or how it was set up or how to make them or destroy them or fix them. I don't know anything about that. It just doesn't seem to be working properly. As you can tell, the weather's a bit confused. But it at least gives me a semblance that it feels like I'm correctly placed in a real place rather than in this wretched city.
Are there any fruit trees around, or were all of them with? Because when we found her, she had a bunch of fruit trees, but it doesn't seem there are any here.
All of the trees can bear fruit. Without the Dryad, none can bear fruit.
Okay.
Those require a keeper, and a special one at that.
No. I'm gonna...
I'll tell you what. If you can prove that you are indeed not here for any form of nefarious purposes and can find a reason for the Nether Oak being something that you need, you come back here and convince me. And maybe I'll help you. Especially if you do believe that you're going to try to help this Dryad. Seeing her not with you makes me suspicious.
She didn't want to leave the grove, and we didn't know if she was from where she was from, or if anything would be alive here. So we left her where she'd be most safe before we entered a city that we didn't know what it was full of.
Fair enough, but you have to understand. I don't have a lot of context for your words. So your actions and words will have to speak louder if you would like something from me. Currently, I would love to believe your words, so I'll stick to believing them, at least until you need to use me for something that you wish.
At least keep some hope for you.
Exactly. Exactly. I will believe you until you need something from me, in which case we will have a different discussion. But for now, I will believe you.
Well then. It was
Like
nice
a
to
shrewd
meet you.
old man. And it grins. I wish you well. If you do, bring back my keeper. I will be grateful. But if there's nothing further, I'll be resuming my nap.
Good night.
Good night.
And it closes its eyes. And you can kind of see the face kind of roil back and forth as if it's kind of settling its roots a little bit. And Devii, as you're talking, you can see the roots kind of go like, kind of go settle back into the ground a little bit.
Nice.
How do we remember how far between, let's say, Bear and the grove where the Dryad is? Can we have
It was
Bear
a lot.
fetch?
It was a lot. I don't know.
We can't have Bear fetch her. on his back and just ride her down.
She refuses to leave the orchard, Mesh. We're not going to do that again.
Okay.
She already told you that.
Okay, as we're leaving, I wanna... Nah, that's fine, never mind. I was gonna cast Identify on the outer sky feeling thing, but it's fine.
Oh, the illusion?
Yeah.
There's not really anything to interact with. I don't think any of you guys are good at nature magic, honestly. So
I
this is
think
a
I would
spell
be
that's beyond most of you.
Closest.
I know what it is
Not at
on
all.
off table, but
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it on table.
Would this be a good place to say next week we're gonna be at
I
the
need to get a
library?
direction where you guys are going next, and then I'll give you something.
Library.
Library probably, but we're missing this now. Yeah.
Okay.
We could always go to one of these towers, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Does it really have to be this one?
No, we could definitely.
Okay, can you move the token real quick? Where you want to go? Someone just moves their token there. Yeah, thank you, Cari. Okay. Right. You guys made it. Yeah, you made it to the library.
The library.
Okay.
E.T.
This colossal building is the largest one yet. It has many lofty turrets, states of disrepair, and the ground below is littered with those towers' disrepair's rubble. A massive sized, giant sized door, as if a giant could walk in the front, is at the base of the structure and stands slightly ajar. Even just peeking inside, this library is a labyrinth. One second. In the first section of entry, there is... Are you guys going to go inside? I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Well,
I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead.
You don't hear any
Okay.
sounds, if that's what you're worried about.
I'm gonna go inside.
No, but
Okay.
we know that I saw something there, so just being very aware.
Okay,
A
let
guy
me
hiding
get
or
a
going to ambush
Torchy
us.
and a Breker and a Chalcedony
I want to torch you on my own one.
and a Van and a Mesh
I'll
and
make
a
it to- I'm gonna
Goldy
make one.
and a Devii.
That's
1, 2, 3, and a...
That's my one.
Okay, I'll put Vanvalor in there later. There's 6 of you, yeah? Plus Velen?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, let's put you to a different map.
New map.
Welcome to the library.
God, it's like an actual library.
Looks so nice.
When you get inside, there are 2
100% smaller
massive tables that seem to have been in disrepair. There's an upper level with windows. There are magically enchanted chandeliers and, yes, indeed, Pokemon chandeliers and Litwicks. And there's also a massive kind of arcane structure with thousands of pages enchanted to go up in a spiral between 2 statues of what look to be librarians, and shelves and shelves of books with 2 doors on the back side. 2 double doors on the right side and an upper staircase to the left side.
I have a question. Is this like library got some magic preserving properties on it? Because how are these books still here after like 3,000 years?
Good question.
Like, How are they not like rotted away?
Some of them are.
Some of them are. Okay.
This
'Cause I know we
map
touched the
looks
book before, and
much
it's
better than it really is.
And, it
And
really
also,
is. Yeah. But you said there
over-
was books. So I gathered
Yes,
that. But you said
correct.
there was books. So
Correct. If you would like to see, as you can tell for some of you, you can see up on this banister.
Mm-hmm.
You see there's that little like
Yeah.
what's it called?
This is the
Ladder. So that
Drop-down
side
ladder.
of the shelving is mirrored on the other side, but it's blacked out because the causeway on the left side is intact, while the right side it has many holes and like things just shattered in it, so you can't actually go up on that side too much, but it is mirrored on the left side. And in addition, the doors on the right side seem to be broken latches. So like you would have to spend some time being really loud and noisy to like break down that door in order to get through it. So really the only option you have is looking at stuff that's here, grabbing the stairs, the mobile staircase thing here that lets you get on top of the different racks to go check out books. The slides on the rounds, or you can go to the upper section here, or you can go through the door there, the staircase to the next floor.
can we? You said there were chandeliers here, but I'm assuming
Candelabras,
they weren't lit.
chandeliers, yeah, all magic.
They're not lit like in the picture.
They are lit like in the picture. Just picture it as
just
green
magically.
or purple lights. But they're all flames that are
magically
magic lit. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
no
never mind.
heat in
Okay.
here. It's just as cold as it is outside. Just more
Okay,
drafty.
okay.
Yeah, I've been dying to get you guys in here.
I mean, I'm just constantly looking around for that jackal.
Yeah, you don't. You actually, even with your passive perception, just walking in, Cari, you don't see
Mm-hmm.
anything.
Okay.
You don't
I'm
see
just
anything. You don't
like, at
hear
all times that I'm
anything.
here, I'm
Nothing. This place is
No.
ginormous. Like this is your guess
No,
is
I
that this is
believe
just
you.
an entrance. Like
I'm
Just
just,
an
like,
entrance
I'm
of-
just
Oh,
letting
yeah.
you be aware that I am on the lookout at all
yeah.
times for him.
I'm very curious about the books themselves and what languages they're written in and what's actually written in
yeah.
them.
Are we trying to be
Why don't
coy, or
I
are we
get
trying-
everyone to give me an investigation check individually? This is not a matter of pass and fail. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
You have a what?
This is not a pass-fail check.
Before that, what am I rolling
Investigation.
for?
Investigation.
26.
Investigation with a slow.
7 plus 0.
Sucks, man. My investigation's so low anyway. I mean, I'll just go roll with 3.
15.
8.
Okay, and you can move where you would like to investigate. So if you want to go up on the rafters, just let me know. If you want to go to the back, let me know.
I don't know. I can't see.
Okay, I'm gonna put. You can just tell me. Do you want to go on the second floor, or do you on the left side, or do you want to go check the books by the statues in the back?
I
Or-
don't want to go anywhere near the statues, so upstairs.
Okay, so I'll have you climb the little ladder on the left side that's intact and be looking up there.
I mean, I kind of want to go to where there's like a shelf of books. Is there the closest one like where those statues are, or is there
There
like,
are shelves underneath of those overhang sections. There's shelves under
Yeah.
them and above them. Even though there's windows
the-
pictured on the map, there's shelves. The whole room's shelves.
so on the right side and the left side?
Correct.
Okay, can I just go over to? I'll go over to the
There's
side
also
where
books
Devii
on
is
the
then.
desks that are intact. The desks that are intact. Some of them are broken, but I'll just assume that you guys are going to go to the ones that are not. So whichever
Okay,
desk
so-
you want to go to is fine with me.
So okay, maybe I'll just go and finger through the desks on a book, or see if I can. See if I can touch
just
the
move your-
desks on a book without
Just
them
move your token of which desk
disintegrating.
you want to go to.
I can't move my token. Oh well, no.
Devii, where did you want to go?
I really want to go look at this ball orb area.
This section up here?
Yeah.
That is a vortex of papers.
It looks so cool. And since I rolled a 7, I'm just
Okay.
in awe. Like what?
Goldy Mash, what about you guys?
Wow.
I am particularly looking for secret entrances behind bookshelves, under table, buttons, flickers, anything that might be another entrance.
Great. I'm going to put you right here, but next to Devii. Goldy?
Wow, look at this orb.
Goldie?
Can I go to the bookshelf at the back?
Which one?
Here.
Okay.
Like past. I want
Okay.
to see if anything noticeable back there.
Second level or main level?
Main level.
Okay. I'm gonna bring you down 1 then. Breker,
Oh,
what about you?
Levels? My mistake.
I got a 14, and I would like to look up what Nether Oak is.
Okay, so you're looking specifically for labels. You're just checking anything on the main floor.
You have to look for the big sign that says tree section.
Okay, I'm gonna put you here at this open book. All right. So who got the lowest roll?
Probably me.
That would be me. I got a total 4. Total 4. So.
Oh.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
Van got did anyone get lower than a 10? Besides Devii and Cal? No? Okay. All right, so Cal, when you look through these,
Yeah.
again, like I said before, it's not a pass-fail. It's just a matter of what you're finding. So, Cal, you are basically seeing what looked to be a random smattering of books that were just like thrown off of shelves onto the main study in a tussle. And unfortunately, you can't really put heads or tails as to like what they are. They seem to be a bunch of different subjects that seem to be mismatched. Like we're talking like dispel magic, enchantment, flight, gravity, like just random subject books. Like it's like science versus magic versus like unraveling magic versus like it's like none of this makes sense. And it's all of the subjects are very basic. Like they're just opening the books to a certain page. The books are very broad. They don't really tell you much of anything. It's kind of like, think of this as like a college like 101 English level course. Like it doesn't teach you really much of anything. It's just very much like a basic level of understanding of this. Like if someone's never read anything about that magic before. Obviously you would be about this level of understanding as a fighter, but the rudimentary knowledge is something that you already know because you've got friends that cast this magic and have tried to explain it to you before.
I have a question about you know, is there like the rhyme that's outside? Is that all like the books and stuff inside, or is it like magic? Like,
oddly, it doesn't seem to be affecting it much more than the entranceway. It is cold in here, but the rhyme seems to be staved off. Like
so
the moisture doesn't.
They're not like clumped, like frozen together. Is what I mean.
Yeah. Some of the books do seem to have rotted, but you're not sure why.
Okay.
Devii, as you get over there, you and Mesh kind of go at the same thing. So Mesh, you got the highest roll, yeah? And Devii, you got like a 7. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so Devii, you like are fascinated with this thing. You kind of put your hands into it, thinking this is like this really interesting like causeway of like illusory magic, just kind of cool display. You put your hand in there, and immediately like 5 or 6 paper just goes like and land on your hand, and like you block them from getting out of there. And like maybe you just pull a page out that's stuck to your hand, and you have like 2 or 3 different pages, and they're just like a table of contents.
Oh.
So it looks like someone has put like a book that's there. And Mesh, based off of what Devi's thing has been, reading the table of contents, this is a table of contents of basically a library index of sections of the library with codes. So you can deduce that if you hold on to the page that Devii has, that's just like what happens when you put your hand in there. And then you can kind of get a general sense of like what floor, what area that you can go look at. When you go in the library, you can hold that paper, think about what you want, and put your hand in the other section, and it'll show you like a general scope of like the contents of that library section. So, for example, I hold this sheet of paper of the table of contents. I think about, I want to go check out, I don't know, astrology.
Trees.
And then I put my hand over there, and the paper will magnetize to your hand. You can take it and you can read it, and you can see like what's in that book section and the order, and then the page is like front to back, and it's very small print.
Is it all common or what language is this
Yeah,
shit?
it's in common.
Is it okay to be sexually attracted to a building?
What? That is actually a thing
Okay,
in real life.
Mesh, I gave you a lot of
That is a
information.
thing.
I gave you a lot of information, and I gave you and Devii the information. I want you guys to talk in DMs a little bit because I need to go around to the whole table, okay? So just give me a second.
I do. I think that people make reaction videos on stuff like that.
Thank you, Cari, but I
No,
need to get to the rest of the table before we finish the session, please. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Breker, you rolled a 15?
14.
14, okay. So, and you were looking for Nether Oak. You don't find anything on Nether Oak here. But you do find a book on that's open right here that does seem to indicate wands. And what you end up finding is that wands can be made out of different things and different, similar to like Harry Potter, where it has like the different kinds of wood, different kinds of like metals, or like they have different heartstring, like there's like dragon heartstring, you know, unicorn hair type centers of the wands. It's very similar in D&D, but in this respect, it would be like arcane focuses would happen in different ways. You can kind of get this idea that you can, with your check, you don't really find what you're looking for, but you get the idea that perhaps Nether Oak might be something that was valuable to the Netheries. But you're not sure why, or if it would be like, it's not listed in this book, but you just like pick up the book and start reading about wands. You're like, maybe the wand could be something they could use the Nether Oak for, but you're not sure. You probably want to like maybe hold on to this book and see if you can find some like other books about Nether Oak and see if you can put something together. But this book doesn't list anything about it. It does list a bunch of things about what would be valuable in a wand, as far as how wood would be used and how it would be constructed and what properties the wood should have. Some of it makes notes of dryads and treants being helpful in helping how those things would be crafted, that type of thing. Goldy, your role and what you're looking for one more time, please.
I got 18.
Okay.
And I'm actually just taking the back shelf to see if there's any interesting books in particular that we can pick up.
Ooh, 18 for that one. Okay.
Mesh, are you trying to show us something on your screen?
No, I'm blocking it.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. So Goldy, you seem to find a history book that includes, or sorry, not a history book. You find a book that describes different realms.
Ooh.
So it's very much a basic level of realms. So the Book of the Realms shows like a big diagram on the front page, and it's like really the only picture in there, but it talks about, or sorry, not like the realms, the differences between realms and planes. Kind of just like a survey type textbook on this. And you get the impression, all of you, by this point, that this room is kind of like an introductory room to any subject. Like most of this is just like everything that the library has. This is like the first book on whatever subject might be there.
Realms and Planes 101.
So, yeah, exactly. Realms and Planes 101. Like, this has got everything to do with what planes exist. A basic description of what they might be. There's the different planes of, like, elements. There's elemental planes. There's the ethereal plane. There's a plane called Wild Space. And there's one that's, like, the astral plane that you've heard from Dallan.
There's one
or from
called
Vanvalor. There's the Shadowfell. There's the Dreamlands, or in the more common tongue, or in the kind of term that you heard from Chalcedony called the Feywild. They have 4 seasons and courts and weird politics, and then you've got what's referred to as the material plane or your plane, and then talks about the realm of Arcana and like other stuff like that. So and then it also talks about the far realm and how dangerous that is, and there's also things that are viewed as both religious and arcane subject matter, which is the nine hells and the abyss, where realms of devils and demons are, as well as like the realm of the beasts and where people say Valhalla lives, which you would recognize as something that Breker believes in. And then there's Elysium, which is like the realm of good, and then there's the realm of law. It's like all of these very interesting things that are not very well thought out or described, but it's just kind of like very basic stuff. It's fascinating.
I'm taking this book with me.
I have to wonder if Devii might know at least locations of where people need to be shepherded to those spots.
Last,
I don't
Vanvalor. You didn't pick up that book, Cari.
No, I didn't.
But I will say that despite having a low chance and a high chance, Devii, you basically, your low roll means that you wandered into like the most kind of central, obvious thing in the room and got the most basic information from it. But the funny thing is Mesh also went with you and found the most valuable part of that information. Yeah. So you guys kind of were able to work together to get that same thing. So hopefully you don't feel cheated there. But Van.
No, not at all.
Okay, Van, what did you roll and what are you looking for?
15, just general looking for, but space.
Excellent. So yes, you find the more specific category book that is about the realms. So instead of the realms, you find the book of basically astrology. It says astrology, wild space, the astral plane, and beyond the stars. It's like the kind of thing. It talks about this interesting thing that you've learned very little about, but there's a dichotomy that you start to understand is very hard to understand. Or sorry, let me back up. Something that the book really struggles to keep straight is the differences between two main things. And that is the astral sea, wild space, and what is referred to as the scientific outer space. It seems like the whole thing is the same thing in some sections of the book, as well as others are mismatched. But the only consistent thing that you've noticed is two things. To move around is not normal. Things can move without a source of gravity by using some form of momentum or using their mind, depending on which area they're in. And the other is that if something requires breath or water to breathe, it cannot breathe there. So there's an explicit danger there. And the last thing that you find is that it says, please read such and such a book on more details about these subjects. And says some sort of footnote about beware. Beware of going here without or no, sorry, it doesn't say beware. It says it says beware the far realm that exists somewhere in this space. It is not well researched. And then it also says that the astral sea is the place where forgotten gods die.
Hot.
Yes, hot.
Then there's also something that is in your book and in Goldy's book is just a reference to a place that is very difficult to find that is supposedly... actually, this would be more info in Goldy's book, but it would just be... There's a place called the City of Doors that seems to be a central force to navigate to both the astral plane and also to other areas of existence. It's just called the City of Doors. You don't know... It's really just the reference to it. It's like none of the people here have been there, or it just says that it's known as this place exists somewhere. And with that, I believe everyone has some more questions and things to be thinking about, but that will do it for our session this week.
I'm taking this book, by the way.
That's fine. So I hope you guys had a great session. I am very happy that you're here. And the last thing on the docket is that Mesh, at the very end of Devi's sheet, there is a reference to a section that is for it's the there is so you know how, like I said, there's like sections of the library that you can go to. So the last section of the library that's listed is members of the Ebon Star only.
Gotcha.
So
That's
we're
where we
going
need to go.
there.
That's where we're going. The restriction section. Do the restriction section.
So let's go grab the lady with the crown and wheel her in there. Weekend at Bernie's this.
All right, you guys, that's going to do it for the stream. Thank you so much for playing, everybody. I've got to actually go work tomorrow. I've got a big event with a bunch of people, so hopefully I can have a good time. It'll be my first time running a crazy event with that many people, but we'll see how it goes with some of my coworkers, see if I can pull off something good, get some clients. But for you guys, let me just double check very quickly if we got D&D next week. I think we do have D&D next week. I just work that day.
Pretty sure we were mostly clear until August.
Yeah.
When August is fucked.
So far, it's going to be a very busy week for me, but I have to go to work that day and I can play that night. So that's fine with me. I haven't actually chosen my next day off. So I have the day off before so that I can rest up for the event and for us doing stuff, but because we start so late my time, it's not a problem that we'll just play D&D that time. I'm really happy you guys made it to the library. I've prepared for this place for like a month.
It was this place.
Yeah.
Good to know.
There are more maps that are way fucking cooler than this one. So
nice.
See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye everyone.
Is it Saturday yet?
Bye bye. Bye bye.